What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I'm your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star, proud member of the system, one half of the tag team champions of the world, the Scottie Pippen of wrestling figure collecting, Brian Myers.
And I am your host, the indie god, the deathmatch king, always ready, the internet champion, the complete Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting, a.k.a. the man who burned Joey Janela to crisp.
What a clip. I'm also here, producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And this show is brought to you by our good friends Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%. Holy
Too sweet
moly.
me, Big Kev. Too sweet me. Broski, New York's never going to take you back if you're trying to murder people, you know?
Well,
it's murder.
we're going right to GCW talk about Scott
They're going
Hall.
to take you. They're going to take you out of the encyclopedia for that.
Funny enough, I signed an encyclopedia, the latest issue, and I'm like still half page. I'm like, when do I get cut to a quarter page or less?
Wait, there's a new one?
Or maybe it's the newest one because Chelsea's in it, but it's like pre her release. So that must be the latest one.
There's not like a new one.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm a half pager there.
That's pretty cool.
I think next one they either realize, okay, let's give him a full page like he deserves, or maybe I don't even get a picture. I'm just a name. Does anyone? Yeah. There's some people who are just names,
like
right?
Z Rider, no pic. Yeah.
Does everyone have a picture?
No, I don't know if it's switched to that where everyone has a picture. I know, because the deep cut for me is La Familia, right? Where people ask us to sign that. And forever we had no picture. Now we have like a picture of the group.
Yes.
So.
Very, very cool.
I'm not sure.
Mark, you're not in the encyclopedia.
I'm not. I should be.
Guy versus Viking Raiders?
You should convince AEW to make an encyclopedia. You should pitch it to Tony like your idea, and major productions can do it.
Yeah, that's a good idea, actually.
We'll get Iman and Justin Walsh on top of it right now.
If you have to put every single person that wrestled on Dark in there, it'd be the long.
Yeah, Justin's going to make the rounds. Got everyone's house, set up still photo.
It would be impossible.
All of those girls that only wrestled at Dark and never wrestled again, but still are at.
How many
WrestleCon?
fucking Royal Rumbles could you do? Unique Royal Rumbles could you do with people who just wrestled on Dark and not on Dynamite or Collision?
I'd say at least 5.
More than 5? Way more than 5.
Be a lot.
Basically, every indie wrestler in America got a weekend. You know,
but I was going to say the pandemic's all the same people, so you kind of lose a year and a half there of like.
Well, no,
like SDL's on Dark, and I said SDL.
What? SDL did Dark?
I didn't say it like this, but I said it similar. I said SDL. If you want to be a heater, you got to stop doing Dark.
I don't even remember her doing that.
It was like right in the beginning, very like right, and she might have done it before.
Before
it was like very
WWE or after WWE?
After
she
got released, yeah.
No,
I remember, and then she came backstage one time. Well, she was booked at a location, and she got a real match, but it wasn't very long.
Oh, interesting.
All right, anyway, guys. Follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major W Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts. If you're listening, if you're watching, please hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Every single week, leave a review. Not just any review, a major review. Post it to us with the hashtag Major Review. If we read it on air, you'll get a prize. Let's go.
Tim Collins, Timco043, he says, brought me back to my childhood. I met Matt and Brian at a wrestling show a few years ago when I took one of the guys I take care of at a group home. After the show, we got food at Sheetz and seen Matt and Brian there. Every time I see him, I said, where did we see you guys? He said, gas. I take my new fig collection since I have gotten the figure itch to his house. He loves taking heads off and making crazy combos like Brian Myers' head on Mr. T-Body, Gobbledygooker head on Andre, Hulk Big Eye head on Gooker Body. Anyways, thanks for bringing me back to my childhood with this great podcast. Nice.
Awesome.
Guys, can I make... That's a fucking great review. Can I make it?
And I'm going to guess that was that like indie we did outside of Pittsburgh or Gary Damron or something where we went to Sheetz.
Can I make a confession?
What's that?
What's that?
So, like, I didn't read the whole review, right? I didn't read, like, I saw it and read, like, the first line. It was nice. It was a long one. I'm like, all right, this guy put some thought into it. Review of the week, right?
Yeah.
because I just quickly go through and I see like, I can't read every single review.
Sure.
I DM him, say, hey, can I have your address for a major review? He sends it, and then he sends a picture of a Brian Myers head on a Mr. T body. At the time, I'm thinking, what the fuck is this? And now it makes sense.
I would be a little
I was like,
disturbed by that too.
That's a weird fucking guy over here. What the fuck's he doing?
Probably about as jacked as I'd ever be, though. I like that.
Man.
Wait, you know this here? STL was selling an AEW Ableton or whatnot. I was like, when was she on AEW?
Oh my god. I'm going to sell an AEW 8x10 on my whatnot.
I tried selling AEW trading cards, got cease and desist.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, fuck.
I'm actually impressed they were on top of that, but anyway.
The giveaway, courtesy of Ringside Collectibles. Last week, it was the Undertaker as Kane. Just find the pinned post on X, repost it to be eligible. Who's the winner?
Joe Hersky. Hursk Rules. Former
Yes!
wrestling referee turned garage door technician. Toy collector.
Wow, there he is.
And this week, the prize is the DOGG Road Dogg WWE from the Vault Series 2. Ringside exclusive. That's a good one.
Nice. Oh,
And-
you didn't know?
I kept that one. You didn't, right?
No wrist tape threw me for a loop.
I just like the shirt better. The other one, he was too jacked.
No wrist tape is a surefire way to turn me off of something.
Fair, I haven't quite
Heath's
made the
elite.
decision.
Heath's final elite with no wrist tape drives me insane.
But doesn't Road Dogg always have his hand taped as well?
That's what I'm saying. He's always like pretty taped up. So to have no tape is like, ooh, it just chills me to the bone.
Got it. MajorMarks.com, patreon.com/MajorWPod.
Bless you,
Join the family.
Mark.
Bless you. Join the community. Join the Major Marks. Every single week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who's winning, Mark?
First time in the line, Max Lujan and the classic superstar Riley Aruda.
All right. You guys get this podcast early and ad-free. You get access to the Facebook group. 2 bonus episodes. We already put one up. Batman Forever. And later on in the month, Batman and Robin. So all 4 of those original Batman movies will be covered in great detail by the Major Pod crew and D Freedom. So check those out.
I am
But
shook
also
to
you-
watch that movie. I'll tell you that right now.
This
Shook.
is a big day here because we're not only live to the Ultimate members, but we're actually live to everybody that wants to watch the podcast live in the entire MajorMarks.com. So this is
It's
a
a
big,
very special edition of the pod.
yeah.
Special
So-
Boozing with the Toys edition.
Right.
Breakfast boozing.
I'm not boozing. I'm sick.
I'm not boozing either.
I feel like I've been fighting getting sick for like 10 days. I'm just still going. Still not
I was-
officially sick.
I was fighting it, almost got there, and I beat it. Yeah, I beat it. So I'm good.
I think I've been fighting it for 6 months, but I lost on that red eye.
Yeah,
If
that's
you're
tough.
a Hard Foundation up, you get the cards. Have the October cards. Are we all situated? We ready to ship those out at the end of October?
Yeah, they've been ordered.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So we have the lineup for the rest of this set.
Actually,
What do you
they've
think we
all-
should do?
Every
What's
one
that?
has been ordered except for the last one.
Yeah, so we know what we're doing. But February, we go to a new set. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
How
Man.
many years of MajorMarks.com? That's wild. We thank you guys.
I really want to do the X-Men cards.
I think we should stray from wrestling. Yeah.
I had an idea yesterday. Hear me out. What if we went, because this will be year 5 or year 6.
6, I think.
God.
What if we go back to the beginning and do our series 1 cards?
A continuation? But like, would it be card 14?
Yeah, like a continuation,
But in different characters.
different characters.
I kind of want to do something wacky like Mark said, like X-Men.
The X-Men would rule.
Yeah, or something
like your idea,
vintage.
though, Brookie.
Something vintage. I see what you're saying, but we could always do that with any set.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Restart.
Right.
Save that for the 10-year.
Well, guys, we can't do fucking X-Men cards. TTD, you think he's gonna be? We had a meeting with him. You think he has time to draw up people in fucking X-Men looks and
Well,
animate?
there's got to be something. There's something compromisable, right?
Yeah, like a
It's
filter.
an homage, not like him making original.
Yeah.
Cartoons
Oh, we'll just
every
get
time.
Mitch's guy.
Yeah, to put a filter over it. We're good.
Fuck.
Oh, this is actually Matt and Brian would never do this, but I would lose my mind. Stats and moves, like
Oh my god.
maybe
I don't
not a
mind
Pokemon,
that.
but like
Broskies
a game
are
card.
easy. Yeah, it's shirt rip, shirt choke, punch,
I actually
kick,
think it's fun.
legit
Stats.
forearm.
stats is
Shoot for him.
fuck
Shoot for 'em, that's
Pokemon
right.
cards. Thinking of the 4 moves for each character would be so funny.
Oh man.
I would. Let's TTD if you're listening. Let's maybe work on that.
Broski squirt attack.
Whoa.
We have other bonus podcasts as well. Myself, I do a lot of Let 'em Breeze. Mark, Silver Linings, where he stooges everything off. Figure Dissecting with D Freedom. I mean that in a good way. Behind the
Selfie?
scenes, Mark.
The Brian Myers bare minimum selfie of the week, guys. Come on.
The Oh Baby, He's Happy Hour.
You're not selling
the
it.
Log with Captain Joe Shoes. You guys did baseball, right, Brian?
Man, Shoes and I watched 4 innings of a Mets playoff game. You can see how insane we are. We told obviously some stories about past playoff fandom and experiences and stuff, but yeah, a little outrageous that
Thanks,
one.
pal. So
All right. Anything else from MajorMarks.com?
Hey, we're chugging along, man. You join now, you get 6 years of content.
Fucking wild. All right,
Also,
guys,
Tony
if you
Nese says thank you very much. We put that Tony Nese from the vault up. He got 4 signups for his.
Oh,
wow.
fuck yeah. Did we get 10%?
This guy doesn't even use social media. He's getting fucking. It's fucking unbelievable.
All right. If you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. And guys, I just want to clarify. Last week, we kind of went into like, hey, if you find us something, we'll give you like 10%. We mean like this. Let me try to dumb it down. If you're like uncle or your dad like owns or has a high position like Reebok, put us in touch with your uncle or dad. Don't like cold email Reebok on behalf of the Major Pod. I think, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we've done.
and Reebok is an example, and maybe that's an extreme example, but we've had a couple people asking for like information to like pitch. No. We're not looking like that.
Yeah.
We should just
Right,
get sponsored
Mark,
by
can you
Apple.
explain it better than I am?
No, that's right. I mean, look, somebody was like, "Hey, I emailed AG1 for you." Well, we've already talked to AG1. We've done AG1, so like that we have that connection. It would be more like you guys own a furniture store in Kentucky and would like to sponsor, or something like that. Like you really make the connection. It's a yes, that kind of deal. So.
Or you know somebody who is in charge of a beer company because we might be looking for a new beer sponsorship in 2025. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? But don't just like send emails to like Coors Light on our behalf. I mean, we appreciate it, but that's not what we're looking for.
Right.
Bold move.
I get it, and I appreciate the, there's no ill will behind it.
Right.
It's
Well, Max
just
says he's going to talk to the Fleshlight guy. So
Oh, thanks,
Bro.
dude.
if you can make me a fucking fleshlight and it's my fucking like Deathmatch King logo.
Oh man, please nobody listen. Mark, edit this out of the show.
limited suitability. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Follow up. I do want to say, everybody, thank you for checking in. The hurricane that passed. Luckily, where I am in Florida, I was untouched. I know there was a lot of people who were not. My thoughts go out to them. Luckily, I was fine, but I did make sure to go because we got some tornado warning. So I made sure I took Greg and I secured him safely
Smart.
downstairs, just in
Well,
case.
as long as
you know?
Greg's okay. Whew.
Guys, if there's a tornado, I can always rebuy Jack's Series 1 Razor Ramon. I can't rebuy this.
You need to tell Greg, the real Greg, next time you see him, look, he said you don't care about him, right?
I don't care about him as
Look
a
at the
performer.
lengths he went to protect him. You should tell him in a natural disaster.
Right. I care about him as a figure, not so much as a performer. But it got me thinking, is there...
All right, a
was
tornado's
like-
coming. The real Greg Valentine needs you to save him in Tampa. Or your prototype. Which one?
No, I'm
Which
saying
one are you getting?
there's a tornado coming. You already grabbed your family, right? You already grabbed all your sentimental stuff. You have room for one figure out of your toy room to take. What do you take?
Oh man, probably my autograph, Chris Candido. That would suck though.
If it has to be figure, it would probably be my autograph, my signed. Actually, maybe you know what? If it has to be figure, it's the signed Flair Hasbro.
Okay.
However, if it doesn't, then I would take my signed 4 Horsemen 8x10 that you guys got me years ago.
Ooh.
And if it doesn't have to be anything like that, it would be my coffee table in my basement because my dad made it in high school. And
Oh, shit.
it's the only thing that I have from my dad. And it's an unbelievable, awesome wood coffee table that he made from scratch. I would literally grab that.
Yeah, you should just grab that then. Players signing those things every weekend.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, guys. Some follow-up. This weekend was GCW.
That escalated quickly. Broski killed a man.
Well, it was the Art of War Games, and
By the way, hold on. The chat is going absolutely insane for this for this Broski fleshlight thing, and the
Please
comments.
stop.
I can't even post the comments. Okay, we're gonna get demonetized.
Jamie Willis got me good there.
I'm gonna flash one real quick.
wow.
You might have to call Dawkins and get that changed. Yeah.
But it's just a perfect slogan. Always ready. You know.
Good God.
Jesus. All right.
So why did you kill a guy at GCW, Broski?
GCW Art of War Games. Months of anticipation, months of build, 3-on-3. Who would be the mystery people? Matt Justice made his return to the babyface side. Who cares? He hit me with the chair. I don't appreciate that. He's very stiff. He's a
He
crazy
had an
son of a bitch.
ACL.
What's that?
He had an ACL injury, right?
I'm not quite sure. He does some crazy wild stuff.
Oh my God, yeah.
He's
He
always
has no
doing crazy wild
disregard for his health and safety.
stuff. He's someone who would fit in the original ECW for sure. Like I can see him he could have been like an 01 or like at the end, like with like Easy Money and all. You know what I'm
No
saying?
wonder. He could have been in a hot commodity. Anyway.
So yeah, I had to. I needed somebody, and I called our friend Bully Ray. Bully Ray came down. He helped me, Jimmy Lloyd, Mance Warner, and when there's a table and it's War Games, you might as well light that sumbitch on fire, and that's exactly what we did.
Insane.
We put Joey Janela through the flaming table. However, he did not go out.
Man.
And he's just running around the ring like
Shit.
lit on fire.
Oh, dude, that picture is disgusting.
Bro, you can now call him. He went from the bad boy to the burnt boy. Because we lit that motherfucker up on fire. It's War Games. So I have no sympathy for Joey Janela.
All right,
Is Joey okay?
Joey went to a local medical facility. He has, I think, 3rd-degree burns.
Whew.
That's what happens when you mess with deathmatch royalty, you know?
Is his hair still intact? Because he's got a pretty big mane. His beard?
I mean, I'll tell you what. He made the show the next day.
What?
Right.
He's a crazy son of a bitch, Joey Janela.
And he wrestled?
He did not wrestle, but he gave this whole speech about how he's trying to rid GCW of guys like me and JBL and Bully Ray. It ain't going to happen. We are
He's
GCW.
trying to get rid of a bunch of you encyclopedia boys.
I don't understand why he's trying to do that. You know, I don't like that.
All right, this is stars.
God.
And then also, Allie came out and threw Effie through the proverbial barbershop window,
Crazy.
hit him with an exploding barbed wire bat, turn it on Bussy. Bussy explodes.
My main question is, why was this like in a field and not in the place?
D, let's
Okay.
change this picture just in case, you know.
Yeah. Get this off the screen. Ah!
There we go. Look at that. And look at Jimmy with those tights matching me.
Did Bully even break a sweat?
What's that?
Did Bully even break a sweat there?
No, bro. That's another thing, dude. I think that might be why Joey lit how he did, because we weren't sweating. We were outside. It was like cold. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We were drier than dry. Like his shirt was probably dry.
Got it.
Yeah. Ooh.
Anyway, don't try this at home. But so quick little history lesson of Showboat Arena. First, it was in this, I don't want to use the word legendary because it's not legendary by any means, but like where I won the belt,
It's an
where
old
their
school.
home base was, they turned that room.
Old school Atlantic City casino, yeah.
Yeah, they turned that little part of the casino into a mini golf. So they still use the hotel and casino, but then they got this like big warehouse place that I hate. It's like too bright, it's too big. But that's where they run
That's
now.
where you
But
drove the Jurassic Park Jeep.
yeah. But that place was they they must have double booked it for something, but they already announced the GCW date. So they had to do something. So they did it just like outside of the
Is there
hotel.
enough space?
There's plenty of space.
Man, this is where, New York and New Jersey and the rules about wrestling are so, it's crazy. Like, I could run a show this afternoon in New Jersey if I wanted to. There's no rules. There's no fucking
rules.
Anything.
And the showboat is so accommodating. It's so big. And like, you ever see the shows on YouTube? They're called Abandoned. They go into like abandoned malls or abandoned stores that are like still standing. They didn't do it on this fucking hotel because then the next day they also ran a show, but they didn't do it outside. They did it inside, but not at the other inside place. At another inside place, like there's a whole like
They just have
area of the hotel that's just like abandoned.
Yeah.
And it was like there was like a little venue in there. I was like, where are we?
I feel like I walked through it last year when I was on a civilian vacation with Paul and the wives and stuff.
But yeah, so that's that. Joe Janela, Burnt to a Crisp, Death Mance Royalty Victorious, and now Bully Ray in GCW. What will happen next?
Brian?
Toy. I think I've made my 5th appearance at Toy Hihu. Toy Hio, for those who don't know. A little down attendance, not going to lie. I was kind of surprised, but the shopping is always like next freaking level. Had an unbelievable steak dinner on the company car with my man Kanik Friday night. Woke up before the sun came up.
Oh, my God.
To
Really?
hit Toy.io and vlog, and you got it because it's so big and so much to go through, and it's much easier to vlog without the fans and other people shopping there and stuff. So you got to do it. Plus, usually it's your table, you're busy, signing, so it's not really like you can run away and shop. But
Right.
very cool. Jordan Grace came last minute. That was cool to see her. She was way out of her element. You'll see that in the vlog. Not a collector. I think the highlight for me was seeing Wardlow. Wardlow was like a 9-year-old boy running around buying all these toys that he had when he was a kid and stuff. So
Really?
yeah, it was hilarious. He came at one point. I looked up and he ran back to his table and he had that Bischoff and Nash and Hogan 3-pack from Toy. He was like, I had this when I was a kid. I just found it again. He was so fired up. It was like pretty cool.
I feel like he's been at Toy.io too before.
Really?
Maybe I'm nuts. I don't know.
I didn't realize. So I floated the idea for Shane Douglas to come. It was super cool to hang out with him all day, hear his stories, and hang with him. And he signed a bunch of stuff for me and Kinnick. But Pittsburgh and where Toy.io is an hour and 15 minutes, I think, south of Cleveland, and then Pittsburgh is only an hour and 15 minutes east or whatever. So like Wardlow and Shane are very, very close. So, great time as always, and I'm back the same day, sleeping in my own bed. So wonderful
There
trip.
you go.
Well, AEW had Wrestle Dream in Seattle. I thought that I would be going to Seattle for no reason, but we ended up having a big D. You got the pictures? You got the
What was the match?
you get the pictures, D?
D is
for
struggling
my
here.
pay-per-view appearance? No?
Well, I mean, I don't blame you because I send him my follow-up and your notes are not in my follow-up.
I know. I'm just kidding. Look at that. Wrestle Dream. Killing it.
Wow.
Oh, Mark, thanks for the house, Brett, pal.
It was awesome, man. The crowd was absolutely insane. The match was hey, reunited, me and Alex Reynolds. It was Alex and Johnny and Nice and Davari with me and Uno on the outside versus Orange, Kyle O'Reilly, and the Outrunners.
Oh,
Yes.
Man, I take
somebody's
it
gonna
back. Those
pop.
guys are assholes.
Hey, did you tell him I put him over?
Someone's gonna
Oh,
pop.
I didn't, but that video went up today.
Guys, I'm so fucking mad because if we had them signed, we could have done LJ, like Big Rubber Guys of them. Like,
Big Rubber Guy
smart.
Outrunners would,
Especially if it was coming
kill.
out right now.
I know.
I knew we should have got him. I knew it.
You did say that. I remember
I
the
did.
Bendy thing.
I went back.
Anyway, it was awesome. Wouldn't you know it? Seattle did not say that the athletes rule. They said we suck.
What?
And
Bullshit.
Well, no
I was a
one-
little upset.
No one's ever gonna get it, huh?
It's pretty annoying.
Do you want to backtrack a little bit? We had this big hurricane that was coming, and my good friend, one of my idols in the wrestling business, Double J Jeff Jarrett, he sent me a text, like, seeing if me and Chelsea were okay. And I'm like, wow, like, it's funny because I was just in my office, like, securing things, and I just so happened to be, like, where my Jeff Jarrett signed guitar is. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Like, this guy who I grew up, loving, and then like became buddies with. He's checking on me during this time of need. I'm like, wow. And then he writes, "You got Wi-Fi?" I'm like, "Yeah, I didn't go out yet." He's like, "Will you be on my show tonight?" So it was
Always a catch, bro.
Hook, line, and sinker. He got me. Now for a great cause. Double J for his Hurricane Helen Relief. But he
What's
got
the lesson learned here? Even in
what a worker.
a time of need, you can always be Carney.
He got me good.
Gotcha.
He got me
God.
good.
Carney,
So
son of a bitch.
I did want to mention that.
Got
It was cool
Wi-Fi?
because we did talk some figures in there. Jeff, it made me proud that he has his Bendy's prototype on display in his office.
Cool.
Thought that was really cool. So I love my world. I told Conrad, anything he does is successful, we try to rip it off. So he appreciated
True.
that.
Hey, wait! Breaking news here. We got a new trading card. You
Oh my
too
God.
can be.
That is terrifying.
That's too much. We've made some condoms before, but that's
That is terrifying.
I don't know if we could do that, pal.
Yeah, no. Imagine explaining that to your family.
Hey, look, La Puma 1980. I'm over celebrating my 20-year wedding anniversary over here.
Nice, bro.
Wow.
Congrats.
He if there's a Hulk Hogan fleshlight, La Puma has it.
Is it? Did you wear a red, white,
little
and blue
mustache.
tuxedo?
Oh,
Definitely.
got some good news for you guys. My Ultimate Super 7, the prehistoric. This is what I was told this week. Should be shipping earlier than November 2024. Or maybe, let me take that back. Going to be in stock like the week of October 21st. And then
Believe it
shipping.
when I see it, Matt.
I'll believe when I see it too, but I just want
Right.
people to know that they're coming. They're like
Good news.
very fast. I also thought this was interesting. You guys might want to know this. So I inquired, like, hey, can I buy some of these? Yeah, so-and-so, it'll be X amount of dollars for this amount of figures. I said, great. I said, do you have any more Series 1 and Series 2? They did have some Series 1s that I bought to sell and whatnot. Not one more Series 2. So those boys are gone.
Yeah, I mean, we knew
Gone.
the rarity of those.
But I thought maybe there'd be some, maybe they ordered some extras for that, but they got nothing.
I've since inquired for myself and not heard back, so we'll see.
I think I just have 2 extra of the splatter paint and like that was in like my whatnot pile. Now I'm like, oh, fuck that.
That's crazy.
Oh,
I pulled
man.
them. I pulled them from my whatnot pile.
Shit, I have 2 sealed cases of mine that I've not.
Of Series 2?
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. I don't have that. Shit.
I have to put those in the storage unit and hide them for myself.
Yeah, you got high because we know you. You'll sell anything. I think
I
you'll
will,
sell-
yeah.
You sold all your major bendies this week, I heard.
He
right?
sold his dog Piper.
What guys? First off, Brodsky, we're owners of the company that we get stock. I was not selling my bendies. I was just
You told me that you only have 1 min on card and 1 loose of everything.
yes.
But in my psycho brain, like that means you've defaced a min on card one because you put a signature on it. So you don't have, like, for instance,
That's the
a Nick
dumbest thing
Gage
I've ever heard.
min on card unsigned
Yeah,
in its true form.
But
The-
this is what you're saying is so stupid. It doesn't.
Yeah, he's been saying this for a long time.
It's signed by Nick Gage. It's not signed by fucking.
But you don't have it in
A
its true
Bollywood
form. I'm
boy.
not saying you shouldn't have one signed, but you need one in its true form.
It's in its true form. It
It's
happens
in
to
its
have a
true form,
signature
in
on
its
it.
best possible form. It's autographed by the performer that it
Now,
represents.
100% agree.
I go overboard, and I have 2 loose, 1 on display, 1 in a bag, 2 min on card, 1 signed, 1 not signed. And in the beginning, I was having 2 unsigned, 1 signed, but we made too many, so I've condensed to just getting 4 of each.
No,
Tony
3.
have-
You had 4. Now you have 3 of each. Is that
No,
what
no,
you're
I
saying?
had 5 of each. Now I have 4 of each.
Holy
2 loose,
cow.
2 min on card. 1 of those min on cards are signed.
Well, you're a psychopath. That's your fault. How big
this
is your
is
damn
interesting,
storage
guys.
unit? That's the next question.
What's that?
How big is your storage unit? Because that's
Fucking
eating up-
huge. It's fucking
That's what I'm
huge.
saying. It's eating up a
It
lot
is
of
big.
space.
This is big, guys.
Marky Mark Kayfabe saying that Entertainment Earth has Series 2 Super 7 in stock.
Ooh. Yeah, but I don't want to go buy for $75.
Hey, they didn't sell it to us for much cheaper than that, by the way.
I know. And full disclosure, guys, I think what they sell it to us, $50.
50, you were just stiff, dude.
So we didn't get this crazy discount, guys. We're the fucking
No,
talent.
it's rough. Yeah.
This is interesting and it's scary. And I'm going to be very careful with my words here in case it gets clipped for clickbait or in case we click it or clip it.
Clip
The
up.
January 25, the January 2025 Mattel WWE Raw main event 2-pack assortment placed on Walmart shelves 3 months before street date at select location. We talked about it last week.
Oh,
the
yeah,
figures
yeah.
with the Netflix logo, all that stuff. You know, the Austin and Triple H, the Bulldog and Shawn, the Rhea and Dom, the Austin Theory and Cena. We, Major Wrestling Group Podcast, our X account was temporarily locked for posting these. You know, we were hit with a copyright violation, which I've never even heard of that. Like, isn't
right.
X just posting other people's stuff?
Sorry, we promoted your product.
I got it. I got
God
copyright
forbid.
on X once because of a song on a video that I made on Instagram.
Really?
But
Okay.
but that was a long time ago and whatever.
But yeah, we got, and like, I'm not going to say, like, we saw all the information, like who, you know, the name, blah, 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 who, like, WWE. Now, I'm sure, I don't know. What? There's no way this was like automatic. It had to be manually done, right?
No, I think what it is this is the one picture, right? So somebody took this picture, and this picture right here that we're looking at circulated all over the place.
Yes.
And you can very easily put a picture into a copyright thing.
Oh,
So anyone who posted this picture got it.
Yes.
that makes sense. Okay, so it wasn't like a.
If we
still
had
very-
finagled this picture a
Very
little bit,
powerful
changed the
thing to
color,
do.
Yeah,
well,
we probably
that's what I'm saying. That's what's scary is that it's so powerful because they just made the accusation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's also like harmless. It's not like, hey, buy these for me at a discounted price. It was like literally like, hey, look.
It's
these
also
are
we didn't
out.
go into the factory and steal this. This is at Walmart.
Well, yeah, right. Yeah, there's
Right,
a lot
right.
of weirdness to this, but whatever.
Just a little odd, I thought, and I guess that is the new Raw Netflix logo.
Oh,
Right. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down.
yeah.
Shit,
Share it now, guys, before it gets taken down.
Terrifying.
We talked to Corporate Steve and Mattel. D's not going to like this. We talked to him about the Austin and the Big Boss Man from the Monday Night War.
I knew
I
this.
was, we were discussing was it done on purpose? And Corporate Steve said yes and no. Big Boss Man and Austin are two different moments. Happy coincidence, really.
Yeah.
So not done on purpose.
Very cool, but yeah, come on.
Yeah, just had to update that. So there's this cool YouTube channel, Ed's Retro Geek Out Series 3. It's on YouTube right now. They just put out this latest episode on unproduced toys. And they talked about the unproduced Star Toys figures, the Series 2 Star Toys figures. But I have proven that Series 2, and I own them, they're customs. They're not real figures. I thought that was interesting. So like these right here.
Bootleg or
Like,
custom?
I think flat out customs.
So like, no one else has them but you then?
I believe so.
Okay.
So, because I have proven that, like, I think that Texas Tornado is just like some Tarzan. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
we
saying?
talked
Like, I
about
don't,
that.
right?
how
So
do they
it is shown there. Like,
Okay,
it is
but-
shown on the bottom, like on the box
Right.
for a Series 2. It shows Texas Tornado, Bushwhacker, Snooker, Earthquake,
Imagine an
LED
earthquake
Rockers,
like that.
Hitman.
But here's my
but
question though.
Yeah.
How do you get an unflocked Hacksaw and Jake head?
Okay. This is how. Years ago, we talked about in the podcast, Star Toys made squirt heads, and I have them. And that, see, like, so this is how I originally got the lot. So it came with all of Series 1, with it, which is Warrior, Bossman, Hogan, Hacksaw, and Jake, and then the Series 2. But the Jake head and the Macho Man head were off. And I'm like, this is weird. But then you looked under it, and it said Star Toys under it. It's like, so there is something. And years later, I found that they're squirt heads in like little baggies, and that's a Hacksaw Jim Duggan. That's
yeah,
not.
that is the head, yeah.
It's not Macho Man.
Weird.
So a lot of weird stuff went into it, but
Wow.
I don't think this guy was trying to spread misinformation. Just was not quite informed, and that's why I'm a Michael Jordan. I've never seen these squirt heads.
Who is? I was like, who's Jimmy Smith's head? Wait, why did? Wait, D. You
What?
Go back out. You had specific orders to come into a Big Daddy Mark song from now on. What's going on here?
So technically, these were made by Star Toys.
I know, I said that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said that.
No, I'm not saying the Waterheads. I'm saying Series 2, Assortment 2, the second assortment. But technically, there's no evidence that it was a second assortment. But there is evidence that there's, once again, various other ones out there. So there's a Jake with the red legs, but the red legs, those were first used on the first Jake, on the first assortment one. Star Toys, they're based out of Barcelona, Spain, or was based out of Barcelona, Spain. These figures were made in Spain as well, distributed across European channels. A lot of these are very commonly found, and not commonly found, but like a lot of these probably were acquired through Germany. So some of these were coming from Germany. There's another Jake the Snake as well that is quite puzzling as well. That
I had this one too. So you're saying
With
these
the
are not
glove.
customs and these are real?
Yeah, this is officially made by Star Toys.
So even that Snuka I have is officially made by Star Toys.
It's officially made by Star Toys, but there's no evidence. So here is the Kerry Von Erich, or at least you think it's the Kerry Von Erich. I think initially it was going to be a Kerry Von Erich. And then there was this other one that surfaced with the red tights as well with these brown boots. And it's just like, oh, what is going on with these brown boots? There's a repetitive nature to these brown boots. Well, here, this was found in 2021.
I mean, that's a full-blown Tarzan toy.
It's not just Tarzan. So this is potentially one of the two, but this does not have the engraved stamp on the bottom. Well, there's a reason for that. And this is the other one that surfaced as well. Different soft goods, accessory. It's a bit strange. Brown trunks, brown boots. Well, it's El Barreau. El Barreau. It's Barbarian.
Oh.
Well, I think
Libero.
so you're saying, hold on, let's backtrack. Let's go back to that picture of the Snuka of all the ones on the floor. You're telling me that Snuka is not like a modified boss man head?
It's just like with this other one. I think the other ones, to me, like these are got to be like a kit bash thing to where like these were, once again, they only had this license for 1 year. And I don't know how they acquired it because Star Toys, they did Indiana Jones toys, at least like some bootleg looking ones. I mean, that's the thing. Like they were basically a bootleg company that somehow acquired the license, basically.
Is Boss Man's real?
Boss Man's real. Boss Man.
Boss Man's in
Hogan,
Series 1?
He's very hard to get, but yes.
Okay, I thought Series 1 was just
It wasn't
Hogan.
initially advertised. I think it was a secondary item, probably released in the fall of 1991. So the second assortment was supposed to come out in 92, but obviously they lost the license. And so, yeah, something happened. I mean, this was not officially confirmed because, once again, nobody is talking about Star Toys because literally their products are hard to even come by. So initially
Right.
Star Toys was like a distributor for like Toy Biz. They were primarily a distributor for US markets, for the European market.
Man,
So-
I'm not convinced these are like no one has ever seen these quote unquote macho or Snuka.
Well, that's why Star Toys does a bunch of like. Do you have all like 3 or 4 versions of Hogan? Do you have all 3 or 4 versions of Warrior? They all have different arms. Some of them even have some Hogans come packaged with the crucifix. Some don't come packaged with the crucifix.
No, I don't
They
have all the different versions. Those are the only
Yeah.
ones I have.
Yeah, so that's why they're doing some shady business.
But I've
so-
never seen these again anywhere. The Snuka, the macho.
It's because they were doing some shady. I mean, once again, I don't know how many of these pre-production samples that they produced, if you want to call them that. I mean, once again, this is Star Toys. If people are familiar with it, I mean, they're making stuff like that. So this came out in 92. And then also, so this was basically, I believe that head was first, like it was developed for Kerry Von Erich because it even has the cleft in the chin. Like there's something to where like the likenesses, they somewhat, yeah, obviously they weren't working with the best traditional sculptor there. So they also, in 1992, released these. NFL
Whoa.
Europe. Or
Those
the...
kind of rule.
I love Star Toys. Now, bro, D, I was going to like get rid of all mine because I thought they were for sure just like customs. But the fact that you're putting some doubt in my brain is interesting.
They were legitimately made by Star Toys.
We have no proof of that, D. Stop. We don't know that. You weren't even born yet. We have no other proof.
Stop that! He said.
Yeah, you really have no actual proof unless we
We
can
have
get
no
an
proof.
employee or something here. I mean, yeah.
If you have that fucking snookit in your hand, you could just tell like someone made that it's not from a factory.
Are
Well,
those
because
like,
it was just made in Spain, Matt.
But what-
This wasn't made in
what
China.
is the leopard print? Is that just like Sharpie on like?
No, it's like
Something?
a fabric. It's a fabric.
Yeah, and that's
So he's
why
wearing
Star
cloth
Toys
trunks?
was known for all the soft goods. I don't see any other person in Spain giving two Fs about this stuff. So that's why like Star Toys was known for this kind of quality. Even the boots for the brown boots and stuff, those are all injection molded, like in the colors. They're all like in once again the same consistency. Like obviously the macho you can debate like the shoes are clearly from Hogan. The Kerry Von Erich boots are clearly from the Jake. But then what about so to me, like the paint application comes like I don't think anybody in 1991 or 1992 was that experienced with a paintbrush or even an airbrush.
Yeah, but these weren't found until the 2000s.
So it could have been made by somebody in 2000.
That's what I'm saying. These were
Some
not
kid in
found. These
Indiana.
were found in the 2000s.
Overseas, potentially. Don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying that they more than likely are not. There's more signs pointing it to being legit than a custom.
And listen, I'm not saying it's a 0% chance, but I need to see at least one other one in the wild. You know?
Yeah.
So that's my current collection.
Well, you're not going to find another one in the wild of the Jake and the Macho because those probably the final versions of those, if those are legitimate, would have had rooted hair like the previous releases as well.
No,
The snook-
but they literally just use the squirt heads.
No, but I'm saying like that these are like pre-models. These are like presentation, whatever.
Oh,
like
I
like
see what you're saying.
present to a licensor. These are not final items.
Interesting.
All
Well,
right,
they're
break it
weird
up,
fucking
guys, break
figures. Hey, La Puma, do you know that you have to buy all those different Hogans? Man, Brian is checked out.
Brian
I
is
tapped.
moved
I
on.
Really quick, Lucas Cacuccio, Major Mark, he got the outer blisters of Macklin and Maki already signed for his new Major Bendies.
Damn,
I
got this
said
for
to
Major Mark
Connect
Brooks.
this weekend, like, what? How much of an idiot am I? I see Macklin every other weekend for months. I didn't have him sign one thing. I'm like, I could have had this. I'll have it done at Bound for Glory, but yeah, I was like, God.
And we'll talk
So
about
dumb.
these figures later. They're incredible. Speaking of Major Bendies, Jay and Silent Bob, Major Bendies over at ProWrestlingTees.com. Limited quantities available in stock. So these are in color. Jay and Silent Bob, go check them out. And of course, this week, New York Comic-Con, Sergeant Slaughter will be there. Maven,
yeah.
Brian, Max Caster,
Look at that
Enzo.
lineup.
And of course, the exclusive Sergeant Slaughter. I'm holding it right here. I just got it. Unbelievable. If you're a Slaughter fan, if you're a Big Rubber Guy fan, you need this limited edition. If there's any left after Comic-Con, they will go on collectmajor.com. Did you get yours, Brian?
I did. It's spectacular.
I
And
love
all
it.
the new bendies, man.
Oh, lot.
Great stuff from the team.
And don't forget these limited edition prints. I've signed them already. They're awesome. They're really cool. They're,
I think they'll be at my doorstep for me to sign when we end this podcast.
they're way bigger than a 8x10. So really cool.
Sweet.
And then, of course, guys, November 22nd, Bully, Bendies, and Beer. Make sure you come. 8 p.m. It's an AEW weekend. Mark's probably going to be in town. He has no excuse to not come and buy a ticket.
I'm
I
thinking
literally
about not
just
coming to
found
this
this
because
out.
I don't want to get put through a flaming table by you two maniacs, you know?
Well, you're on our side.
Oh, you sure? I'm scared.
If Joey Janela tries to crash, we
Yeah,
might
that's
just put
true.
him through a flaming table. But
QT
Yeah,
Marshall
exclusive.
informed me.
I don't want to be on
This-
Team
this week.
Encyclopedia over here.
that's right. I like the encyclopedia. We have
I
exclusive
didn't even
beer
put
cans.
two and two together as far as this being in the same time as the pay-per-view and all that stuff.
Yeah, it's the day before.
Yeah.
And then the day after is GCW at the mall, and then your show. So it's like a triple header.
Whoa.
And then here is the Bully.
Whoa.
This is the exclusive figure.
Looks great.
Will be available for the
Look at
first
those
time at
calves.
the event. Look at those
Look
calves.
at those calves, bro.
I always tell the toy designers that to be more jacked and tan. Bully said he needs bigger calves, so we did it. That's legit,
True
guys.
story.
And I'll do anything for my friend Bully, including getting bigger calves. And speaking of Bully, this is interesting. He sent us this photo that he found from the Toy Fair 1999, where, and we've seen this photo before. He's the legendary. He's holding the naked
God.
Bubba.
So annoying that he doesn't know. Like, you clearly lived this moment, and it's just gone. Like, I don't know how he didn't care that little, you know?
This is Bully or Bubba wearing just trunks. It's very odd.
He's
there it is.
Purposefully covering it up in that photo, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Naked Bubba.
Which makes me think they batted around the idea of soft goods or something, maybe? Like,
They must have.
had it, right?
That kind of would have been ahead of its time.
It would have been bizarre. But anyway,
I'm glad they didn't.
we asked him about this. He thinks this photo was taken in Japan.
What?
Isn't that what he said?
No, this. If he said that, then he's wrong. This is from fucking Toy Fair.
That's what I believe that too. But read the text. He said, I think that's in Japan before Sabu's wedding because of the way he's dressed. Like he's wearing a tie and look under his jacket.
I think they were dressed up for Toy Fair. Dreamer's wearing a fucking turtleneck.
I don't know. I mean,
Do
Devon's
we have
not dressed for any
the
wedding.
Dreamer picture where he's got the Rolex and the turtleneck? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. He's just.
But that
kinda
sure says
laid.
ECF&W.
I know that. I mean, I've been looking for that prototype. Look at behind him. Those are all prototypes. Those are not finished products whatsoever.
But do you think those are just photos or do you think those are actual figures? I can't quite tell.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought they were like mocked up protos.
They could be. Man. Is that the Got Blood?
Yeah, that's what he would wear to the wedding. So
Yeah. And also, Just Incredible has the Got Blood shirt, which also never saw the light of day.
There's your boy.
Yeah, I sent that to Shane. I forgot what he said about it, but no news or leads or anything from any of these guys.
Just interesting. And it's crazy that D can just find these photos. I don't know how he does it. I don't know where he gets them. But
it's AI.
And look at that. The original ring was going to have Taz and RVD, not Sabu and RVD.
Oh.
Is that the same image that's on the box, or did they switch the image too?
It's a good question. I'm not sure. I also remember this because I remember seeing this in like one of those action figure magazines that they were going to come with tapes. So like if you weren't familiar with ECW, you could like get all boned up about what it is by buying the figure.
God, I would have loved that.
I know, right?
I like that a lot. All right. Well, any other follow-up, guys?
One thing I wanted to touch upon is I was blown away by all the messages I got about the Dusty Rhodes final match being posted on WWE Vault YouTube. I'm like so thrilled that this match that like I thought was gone forever. I mean, I have it on a burnt DVD, but I was like, no one's ever going to see this, and I feel like it's to the point where I've talked about this match for so many years. I feel like people might have thought I was bullshitting, but Dusty Rhodes' final match from 2010 FCW 6-man tags with Dustin and Cody is hopefully lives on the internet forever now, and I'm really proud of that.
What has been the response to it being released?
I think that like a lot of people were like just kind of blown away that they're getting to see it. Of course, it's the worst quality ever. It has that camcorder layer over it. Do you know what I'm talking about, Mark? With all the freaking technical crap. I don't even know what it means. And I will say this. For years, I thought Cable Jones filmed it and messed up, but you could see him being a security guard at the back, so he didn't do it. So apologies for a decade and a half of burying Cable Jones unjustifiably because it wasn't him. But yeah.
It's pretty crazy. I'm looking at it. Actually, I'll share it right here.
My burnt copy is the same exact copy. That's the only copy that exists. It has this.
Oh, so you have seen that copy before?
We watched it once at practice at tape review. I have a burnt DVD that maybe like someone in the office gave me, and I've never watched it again.
I'm not going to play it, but that's what it looks like.
I thought
it has that layer over it, whatever.
I thought you never even had it. Wow.
No, I have it.
It's like blocked by fans. It's crazy.
No. The other part that's crazy is someone's manning the camera, like they zoom in and zoom out.
Okay, so there you go. That's not bad.
So I don't know if they thought like these little things would go away or whatever. I don't know. But like I said, pretty cool, man.
That is
a lot of memories. I watched it last night, kind of by myself. Finally, after I had some free time, and A lot of memories float back to me, but just an honor, right? And it's cool that it lives on the internet, you know.
Yeah, check it out. If you just search Dusty Rhodes Final Match, it's right up there.
All right, guys, let's go to the news. Brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Pabst.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR. Forever. All right, guys, the news brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon. Hopefully in Germany this week I can find some PBR. I'm not quite sure if I'll be able to, but when I get back, it's the first thing I'm going to be drinking. Some ice
It's
cold.
a tough find in Germany.
PBR.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say
Some
that.
schnitzel and some Oktoberfest.
So I'm not looking forward to the food. I'll tell you that. I was there 2 weeks ago. The food sucked. So, anyway, use the hashtag MajorPBR. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a prize. Who wins?
I'm Ted Blanchard, Ted the Sock. He says, just got a fig from Brian Myers Whatnot. Time to enjoy Major PBR and some wrestling. So there you go.
Let's go.
Love it. And there's you,
Watching
Mark.
us.
And there's you, Mark.
I think I was putting the boots to
Causing
Orange
shenanigans
Cassidy.
there.
Yeah.
All right, Latuni. We got to talk about Latuni. He showed a scale comparison image for WrestleMatic Series Macho Man 4.5-inch wrestling figure. So he's taking the LJNs and kind of scaling them down with articulation to go with the Hasbros. I don't
Okay.
hate that idea.
Interesting.
It's
Yeah,
interesting.
different.
Not, it's interesting.
Yep.
Not for me, but I guess I can see the appeal.
I'm kind of I'm interested more so because I've always said my retro collection is based on would me and Steve Negron have gotten the figure to expand our fig fed, and if this came out like with different characters, I would have. Just the fact that it was the same height, because
Right.
this is actually kind of similar to like the way those WCW guys looked, the smaller
Yeah.
original San Francisco toy makers, and I use those with Hasbro's, and
Those are a little too big for
and
Hasbro's,
Galoo's.
though.
The small ones were perfect.
Oh, I guess the small. Oh, yes. They made smaller ones, right?
Yeah,
Got it.
that's what I'm talking about.
Got it. He also showed off his Andre the Giant, which, I mean, I think the scale is a little, like, there's the Macho Man that they're coming out with. I will say the paint is clean. Listen, this isn't my company, and we're trying to do big rubber guys. We're in the same space, but we're trying to make them feel like they're in the LJN family, but not look like LJNs. This is an LJN Macho Man with arms in different positions,
Yeah.
which is a little odd to me. And we know LJNs don't really have, like, the best scale. This isn't,
Oh my
it's not
God. I was
2024.
reorganizing my LJN shelf last week. It's all over the damn place,
Yeah.
the scale. Or lack thereof, we should say, really.
But this Latuni is bigger, based on his photos, bigger than a Hogan, even though Hogan's kind of bent over, bigger than a JYD. But the Andre is a 10-incher.
Wow.
Like, nice shine. I'm trying to find I don't think the head is bad. To me, that's just the same. Is it very similar to it? Just, I don't know.
And you could tell it's the strap is painted, and there's a chance to, redeco that as like a babyface Andre for sure.
I think there was
In trunks. Okay.
I think there was a photo in the background, and he has like a trunks. I mean, look at that's just, in my opinion, just too big.
Whoa,
That's like when Vince would have him stand on the milk crate or whatever, and he would have his shoes off and interview him, and
I think it's a little too big in that one.
that's a little too big, yeah.
But hey, if you want to buy
No,
it,
if
I'm
you
all
could,
for supporting these
if
small companies.
we've said for years of this show, you could kill a man with like a King Kong Bundy LJN. What could you do to a man with that?
If it's made out of the same material, oh boy.
Holy shit!
Oh boy. So there it is. You can pre-order those, latuni.com. I want to see who else he makes after Macho and Andre. I assume he has Bulldog signed. I assume he has anyone from that agency signed.
Right.
But let's see what happens.
Cool.
Hastel Toy, Grapplers and Gimmicks, has a British Bulldog 1 of 350. Rock and Roll Collectibles UK exclusive. This one, I guess, still has the Heart Foundation vest, has like the gold tassels. We've talked about it. Mitch has really upped his game. His figures are clean. Even internally, we talked about it yesterday during a major meeting, like how great the figures are. I don't know if we need 10 Bulldogs, though, but
Yeah, it's
whatever.
a lot, but
They look good.
that sticker's a real sticker, huh? Because it's in a different place.
I guess it is. Yeah, good call.
Yeah, I thought
How
that was
did he
just
get
part
that
of.
gold? You know,
I thought. Yeah. Wait a second. He said gold was impossible to put on toys.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's got to be an actual sticker because it's different place on both of them.
Yeah.
Which I thought it was when we first saw that. I thought it was part of the packaging art.
Right. All right, so this is interesting. Relatively Worldwide, which is Powertown. MLW announces new action figure agreement with Powertown. They're going to do the Galoobs in 2025. The news did not come on a good day. Because-
you have to walk me through this decision too. Because does that mean Boss Fight and MLW have parted ways? Like,
I would have to assume that means MLW and Boss Fight have parted ways.
when these just came out.
But
This
I mean,
week.
they just came out, but how old are they in theory?
Oh yeah.
So I would have to assume that the partnership is over, which is unfortunate because the figures were good. This MLW Powertown news did not come at a good time because we had just discussed the Kyle Peterson, conspiracy. Where are these figures? 4 sets. We have no updates, and then they're going to announce they're going to put another one up for pre-order. It even got me kind of scratching my head, like, what are we doing here? But
When
Powertown
does
said
it say
they would.
these are going to be up for sale?
They haven't said when.
Oh, okay, so
But Powertown did tell everyone to check their emails, and they had a lot of updates for, our figures, TNA, the Remcos, the Ultra Series 2. Basically, I'm not going to read every single thing, but basically, they're delayed. They're delayed a long time, and they put up new dates. And as we owe you one, if you ordered one figure, you got a free Series 1 Ultra. And if you had ordered any set, you got 2 free Ultras. So, man, I went on immediately and ordered my 2 free Ultras. And, free shipping, free everything, which I thought was a great move. I don't know what else they could have done.
I mean,
They're not going to give people their money back. Realistically, that would have been a disaster.
this news was breaking while Kinnick and I were working the table at Powertown.
Yeah.
And so I was so confused, just hearing secondhand, what did they do? What's going on? Free figures? And then Kinnick went on to get his, and he was like, things are selling out. So by the time I went on, I could only pick, I can't remember what I grabbed, a Brody and maybe the original Kerry. But the white, the Diamond Collection Kerry was gone, and maybe Luthez was gone. So anyone who's got this opportunity, I would immediately go and see what's left because things were selling out. And then my other question is, are these just going to ship with your order, or are we going to get these like this week? I don't understand.
I was under the assumption that we'd get them immediately, but maybe not.
I thought I said
Right.
somebody said they shipped.
I didn't get
My
anything,
nuts.
and I was part of the OU too. So
Now, here's a couple
I mean,
things.
and then the other thing I want to say is wild move,
Class act
as a
move.
make good, right?
I knew I saw it. He said mine just shipped.
Wow.
Mine just okay. They shipped. Interesting. Yeah. So
Peterson, they shipped. Oh, Kyle. Hey, buddy.
I mean, I think that's okay. If you were upset about this, they basically just handed you $100 bill and said, "Shut up."
In theory, yes.
In theory, what else could you want? And then, really, if you don't want these figures, and you put them on eBay. You could maybe get me even more than 100 because they go for 100 each on eBay, on the secondary market.
Well, yes and no, because all of us are going to have that same mindset, and you can't flood the market at the same time.
Exactly. But so either way, at the worst, you got $100 in wrestling figures, right?
Yeah. I don't know how else they could have done it, but for instance, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't care, really, because for me, this is going to sound horrible to say, but the $800 in pre-orders, that's a lot of money, but it's okay, whatever. It's annoying, but some people need that $800.
Of course.
To not have
I'm
an update?
faulting anyone for feeling that way.
No, of course not. But what I was saying was someone who ordered, let's just say, 1 set versus someone who ordered all 4 sets got the same amount of free stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, what else?
I don't know the solution.
Yeah.
Like, I ordered everything. Why do I get the same amount if Mark just ordered one set? Why do we get the same amount? I ordered everything.
I wasn't even sure until I logged in and saw, like, I forgot. I ordered 2 full sets of TNA. I ordered a full set of Wave 2.
I ordered everything as well.
And I ordered the Magnum Tully Remco 2-pack.
Yeah, so I'm not someone who, like, guys, we're not getting these for free. I'm not saying they won't send it to us for free, but I ordered these. We ordered these.
Yeah.
You know?
No, dude, I was able to log in like a customer because of all these existing pre-orders that I have and get my free figures. Yeah.
Someone's saying you get more free figures depending on how much you ordered. Is that true? I thought 2 was the max.
No, 2's the max. I tried to add more to my cart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
There were different codes.
No, yeah, there was for the 1 and for the 2.
For 1 and 2, there's no 2+.
Yeah.
I tried. Trust me. It says it
Kyle
told me
says
no.
it's 2 max.
2 max.
someone
Yeah,
posted in the
I
group.
tried to add more to my cart and it told me no. And then someone was asking in the chat, these aren't the exploding leg ones. These are the good finished product Series 1, Series 1.
Do we know that for sure?
Yes, because they're called something else and they have a sticker and for sure.
Okay. Either way, listen, we have an update. It's not a good update, to be honest. Like, now me and you, Brian, are January.
Right.
That's a full 2 years from when they were shown.
I guess the difference here is, like, everyone else is taking just this long to do things too. It's just a matter of that they have your money, so that makes it sting more, right?
I mean, that makes it sting a lot. The fact that
That's what I'm saying. But like,
pre-orders.
there's certainly zombie things that we saw that are on the same timetable.
Oh, sure.
You know what I
Right,
mean? But he doesn't have our money.
He doesn't have our money.
If he had our money for that Pillman
oh my God,
articulated,
we'd beat
that'd
the
be
shit out of him.
years.
Right.
Years, you know?
Yeah.
So I just, what I hope at the end of the day is,
shipping notices are saying uncirculated, so exploding legs.
but there's only 3 of those.
Or are there?
No, they never made the other ones.
Where's Kyle
No.
Peterson when you need him?
Oh my God, guys, stop.
Does anyone, people who are in the chat, does anyone get any that are uncirculated of the
Can
3
you-
that we didn't think were uncirculated?
Another question. Can you just buy them on their website now? Because they weren't up. So did they put Series 1 back up for like everybody?
I don't know, to be honest. Man. Kyle Peterson says conspiracy. Hey guys, I don't know what's going on. I will say, we asked for an update. They not only did they give us an update, they gave us free figures. So what can we really say?
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
They gave us an update. Hey, listen. It might
guys,
not be.
I think they sold out of all the only the uncirculateds are here.
Oh.
So they must have sold out of or you can only see this when you're logged in. I don't know. Either way,
Anyway.
shut up. They gave you free figures. It's a lot more than any other company's ever done for being slow with making a figure.
Hey, listen, we asked for an update. They gave us an update. It wasn't the update. It's not the news we wanted to hear, but it was an update. They told us what they believe is the truth, right? And then gave us some figures. So
Right.
I think the most realistic, like that wouldn't have even been like on my brain that give us free figures.
Same. Right.
So we got to give them credit.
And I mean, and ours are still going to come with that coin for free.
Perhaps.
No, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll see, guys. We'll see what's happening. Also, guys, my junk shop dog render. There's a lot of Cardona. We'll just bang through it. You talk about delays. This is delayed, but we didn't pay for it, so we can't complain. So
That's what I'm saying. That's the big difference in this Power Town situation.
right.
Is they have your money.
Right. So this looks
Otherwise,
incredible.
it's the same length that all these companies are taking. It takes time to make toys.
Yes. This is me from my DDT match where I win the Universal Championship. The plan was to have 2 more, but I don't know if we're going to do all 3. So, because of the time. So, that's not really up to me. But as of now, this is coming pretty soon. Also, Zombie Sailor.
Coming or pre-order pretty soon.
I think we're going to do it as is, like just in stock whenever that comes. But I believe this is a quick pre-order into in stock. Not quite sure. Heels and Faces pre-fight Matt Cardona at Comic-Con, only 800.
So there's a single release red shirt and a single release white shirt?
No, as of now, there's just a single release white shirt. The red shirt is in a 2-pack with Gage.
All right, and we have that already.
We have that.
Yes.
So this is the pre-fight. I
Before
wish
he
they would have
dies.
used the Series 1 head so my hair was spiky. But Zombie said it didn't.
Yeah.
Zombie said it didn't fit. Like,
Which is also possible.
yeah, so hey, listen, I'll take it.
Cool.
So only 800 of these. Pick it up. I'll sign it. I think that would look nice with a nice red.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
People
we
made it all
can't
bloody.
go purple or white on that.
No, you gotta go
Lost.
red, baby. And then
I like
we
the
got
white
Pro
carding.
Wrestling Tees. A lot of cool stuff with the Danhausen mystery box
Yeah, he was telling me about this at Toy Hio. He's very excited.
with an exclusive brawler. Some boxes will have a chase. One customer will receive a 1 of 1. Available now. ShopAEW.com. Cool box.
Very cool.
Speaking of Danhausen, Diamond Select is doing a Vinnie Mate at New York Comic Con. Pick that up.
Yes, and he'll be there signing the Vinnie Mate, but only the Vinnie Mate.
He won't sign anything else.
It's not a Danhausen full blown signing. It's a Vinnie Mate promotional signing. So
I love, and that looks cool.
that's badass. Yeah.
I love. So wait, what's the difference between the Vinnie Mate and the Mini Mate? So this is bigger than those
That's
Mini
big,
Mates?
right?
Oh fuck, this is really cool because I have a bunch of Ghostbusters like these. So there are no AEW Vinnie Mates.
In that size, there is or there's not. D.
There is. These are 4 inches tall. The mini mates are constructed out of ABS plastic, and those are 2 inches tall.
Wait, so there is another Vinnie Mate or there's not?
He's the first AEW talent with this.
No, I believe Britt Baker. She came out last year, and then there's also the Punk and Sting 2-pack,
Oh, that's right.
Oh, you're
And then
right.
and then the
Yeah.
single Sting that was put in the poly bag.
Yes, yes. Got it.
Man, that Punk and Sting 2-pack feels like years ago.
Yeah.
Jazzwares in stock at Ringside, Unrivaled 16. The whole set is in stock. It's a great set. We got Orange Cassidy with the title, the
More
black.
on that. Weekly purchases, baby.
Oh yeah, little Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy.
We're going to talk about I have them all open.
Yeah,
right
we'll
here, so
talk about them. We'll talk about them. Austin Gunn, Colton Gunn, Julia Hart, Takeshita,
I don't have that.
and Orange Cassidy.
Chase boys. I was popping for that
also-
Orange Cassidy chase with the sling.
Yeah. And then some Ring of Honor news. The Jerry Lynn and Nigel, it is a 2-pack, guys.
Yeah, guys, come on.
October 16th, 12 p.m. Get
Cool.
that. Jazzwares Vault.
I'll be
Looks
selling
cool.
a lot of loose Nigels on my whatnot because I got to get a bunch of Jerry's.
Shit.
Uh,
What about this? Jesse the Body Ventura signing a Legends deal.
Crazy.
finally.
I mean, just there could be superstars, retros, elite. I mean, come on, sky's the limit.
I know, finally. Target Legends is what I'm picturing in my head.
I want him in gear. I want him as commentator.
Yeah, I think the most I want is I don't even know what to call it, the bedazzled bandana with the gold, I don't know what wig, what is it? Commentator Jesse with that is a
I want a
first and
Coliseum
must for me.
collection, Jesse. I want so many.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, guys, Dylan Mark Postel has signed a Legends deal. He announced it at ACW, and I want to bust his balls, but
Didn't
this
even
is
want to
very,
go to
very
the
cool.
ring to make the announcement. Had to do it on the stage.
He's got little legs. He got tired. He only can get so far.
He has to go down the steps, then up the steps. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is big news. I mean, fuck.
It's
the
awesome.
guy who used to sleep in the bathtub with us is now a WWE
He's
legend.
a legend. Officially a legend. Yeah.
6 WrestleManias.
6, right? Mr. 6 WrestleMania, star of Muppets Most Wanted. My best bud. Very proud of him. He's been sitting on this information for a little bit. He is over the moon ecstatic. So it's super cool. And I mean, without a doubt, I mean, if I was a betting man, how do you not redo his Elite that's worth like $200 on the secondary market? And Ringside has already redone the corresponding Triple H at HBK that go with it. You know, that
Yeah.
DX 2009 look. I mean, that is like a lay up to me.
Right.
Me personally, I hope they make a version of him that debuts before us, so I can keep it for my collection.
Like a dirty Dylan?
Yeah, like a little bastard Dylan. Because if they make any other Dylan, I can't get it for my rules.
A 2-pack with Finley would be great, actually.
Finley, I don't think he's under a Legends deal.
But he works there.
I know, but there's a lot of weird stuff there.
Got it.
I would love a pre-Major Brother Finley and Swoggle. I would love that, 100%. Yeah, very happy for Dylan, and yeah.
Congrats, man.
Hey, he might get a Mattel retro before he gets a independent retro. You never know.
He already has the worst one of all time, so
It really is the worst.
it's the
Like if
worst
there's a
of all
top
time.
10 worst figures of all time, that might be in there.
In wrestling,
In wrestling.
it's top 5, I'd say worst of all time. I think.
Top 5.
You don't it's so bad.
I was going to say top 10. I mean, Naked Mark Henry,
Stone Cold with like where he's got like
best of 98.
rabies. Yeah. Rabies Stone Cold's pretty bad. But I mean, dude, it's bad.
La Puma probably already has this. Hulk Hogan, keepsake, Hallmark ornament. I need this.
Oh, definitely.
I saw this, yeah.
It doesn't look that great, but it looks like Randy Hogan, but I need it.
Hallmark? Hell yeah.
It's official, baby.
I might get a couple.
So that's gonna match the Macho from a couple of years ago, right? Like,
No,
right.
Hallmark never did a macho.
Who are those? The Macho in like the green? Who's that one?
Oh, I think that's just maybe that was sold at Hallmark, but that's not a keepsake. I think that was just an ornament. That was official. I have that on my tree.
Right.
This is like an official Hallmark keepsake, which is like keepsake is a big deal.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
It's a whole line every year.
With all the controversies, I'm surprised they went with Hogan this year.
Fanatics, Larry the dog for sale, $39.99. I think that's great.
Blown up. Okay, so I saw this weekend. I was pretty like shocked. Is Larry on television, or is this just like a random item?
I think he's a cult hit.
Yeah, I think
He's never been like he's not like currently on WWE TV or has Punk had him out there. Or, okay, it's pretty.
I think
funny.
it's cool.
No, of course it's cool, but I was like, I wasn't sure if I was missing something.
People love dogs.
Right.
People love dogs. That's right.
Larry was on
Making Larry look grizzled as fuck there too. By the way,
That is also true. All right. Action figure Elite Bray Wyatt is downloadable player featured in WWE 2K24.
Oh,
So
cool.
based on Mattel's Elite
shit,
Collection
that's cool.
112 Bray.
that's really cool.
I dig that. And then let's talk some WWE Elite Collection Monday Night Wars Wave 6. We saw some updated photos of the British Bulldog, Booker T, Hack, and Kane. I think we need to get this off Steve's Instagram, Mark.
Yeah, I got you.
Photos didn't load.
Oh,
Obviously,
set.
this is a Build-A-Figure, Build-A-Golgo, which is long overdue in my opinion.
I mean, the Build-A-Figures are always whatever, usually something you need, but Build-A-Golga's like pretty next level in my book. You know what I mean?
Right.
It
Unbelievable.
looks good too. Like
It looks fucking great.
Yeah.
It looks great. The Bulldog, I don't know if I need to keep that.
I like that era though. Like, it's gonna be it's gonna be a tough call for me.
Yeah, I like that era too. I'm going with the Booker T in the white tights like the Toy Biz, even though they made the Toy Biz like
want
this as
both
well.
of them.
That's a tough call too. But I think the white might be the one I want.
Man, I loved this Booker T so
I love this
much.
Booker T.
Right.
Yeah.
This is like where you're pushing for Booker T to break through to that next level. Like as a
Yes.
fan,
Yeah.
Hardcore
Yeah,
Hack
the
is
white.
awesome.
I don't, dude. I was going nuts when Steve put this up over the weekends. I'm like, what is that shirt? But then I wouldn't have picked this because he, for the majority, wore a plain black shirt, but he did wear this weird, like grayish shirt. I found images of him wearing it. Bizarre, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Hack is a keeper for me. I think I have to get the Kane, but the Cane I think I'm cutting.
Yeah. I don't need the cane.
The cane,
there's just so many great canes.
There's so many canes, and they're all great, but like, the differences are so minute to me that I can't justify them in my collection.
I don't
Yeah,
need the Bulldog either.
I do like this version of the Cane with
I like that
the,
it's a new gen. That's a new gen Bulldog though. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not attitude yet.
Yeah, it's like it's like before the Heart Foundation.
It's like right when he
like-
turns.
Right. And the cane, he has the mesh. But if I'm going to keep anything with the mesh, it's going to be the cane with the inverse colors that was with the ring.
Right.
But great set. I love this Monday Night War.
They honestly, like, that Golga and Hack, I feel like could have been interchangeable, right? Like, Golga could have been in the set, and Hack could have been a build,
sure.
right? Yeah.
For sure. And then the Luger.
Dude, I'm pumped for this
exclusives.
Luger, man.
You can pre-order these from Walmart. I'm not even going to recommend that because Walmart pre-ordering sucks, but you can. This Luger is a must-have. I love it. It has the towel to wipe off the NWO, but I'm keeping it hair down with the NWO title. I think
It's funny because when that Luger came out, you could do a bunch of swaps and make this white boot, black trunks winning the belt Luger, and I have that. So now I don't need that.
Right.
This is a great figure.
Yeah,
I absolutely love
this is a bit of missing kind of era that they haven't really touched upon.
it. Right.
Actually, the only way they've really done it is the 3-pack with the Sting face paint, right, from Bash to the Beach.
Yeah,
and
right.
and maybe a basic, but like this is fine.
Yeah, there's
like
the basic and he's got the Bash of the Beach has the ponytail.
Right. So they've really not touched like babyface 96 Luger, 97.
Yeah, I think there is a basic. I think you're right about that.
Yeah.
But that was 97. But they had that Luger with the chase. So there was the black, there was the Wolfpack Luger.
Yeah.
But then you could, it was a 2-in-1.
Yeah, but that's Wolfpack Luger, and then that's like 90s Luger.
Right.
Like literally 1990 Luger, 91.
But what I did was took the white boots from the 91, put it on the Wolfpack, and then you had the baby face.
You're boiling, bro. You're heating shit up to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some Ringside news here. We got new pre-order, the Dudleys from Ringside. They're going to get those. New in stock, Outsiders, Unrivaled 16. The black and
I
white
can't wait to talk about them.
Storm. Coming in soon, Black Machismo, Switchblade Jay White. And let's go to the Ringside Top 10.
Top 10.
This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase. And when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
Number 10, Bray Wyatt, Elite 112. Number 9, Tiffany Stratton, Elite 113. Number 8, Paul Heyman from the Vault. Number 7, Orange Cassidy, Unrivaled 16. Number 6, Bray Wyatt, Ultimate 24. Number 5, Jey Uso, Elite 114. Number 4, The Outsiders, Hall and Nash, Ringside Exclusive. Number 3, CM Punk, Money in the Bank 2011, Ultimate Edition. Number 2, The Headbangers, love that, Martian Thrasher. And number 1, The Dudley Boys.
Sweet.
Ringside Exclusive, shared exclusive.
Shared exclusive, baby.
All right, guys, let's go to weekly purchases brought to you by Major.
Big match at my house? I'll bring my guys. You have yours. I've got Sergeant Slaughter. And I got Ric Flair. Woo! Here's Andre the Giant. And here's Macho Man. Ooh, yeah. And Brian Myers. And Matt Cardona.
They're so real. Can you tell the difference?
Roster cut. Video silence.
Big rubber guys. They're for real. Each sold separately on MajorBendies.com.
Big rubber guys. Collect them all.
All right, weekly purchases brought to you by Major. CollectMajor.com. Get your Major Bendies. Get your Big Rubber Guys. Check out the Sergeant Slaughter this weekend. If there's any left, if you use the hashtag CollectMajor.com, if you pick your picture or video, you'll get a prize. Who wins, Mark?
DJ, not today, jackass. Wow, that's a great. Not today, jackass is a great app.
Not today, jackass.
Something major has arrived. Huge thank you to the man, myth and legend, Jeremy Bedauer. Signed Major Bendy's clamshell. Is this currently 1 of 1? And then here's the picture.
I'm jealous of that.
Look at that.
It
I didn't
is.
get that.
I'm sorry, dude, but we switched the packaging for Jeremy. That's not okay.
You got me for a second.
Yeah, me too.
Kidding.
I'm jealous of that. How do you even find
Yeah.
Jeremy?
I got a bunch of stuff. Where do you guys want to start?
Let's
let's
get
start
too
with the
sweet,
big one.
brother.
Yes.
Dude, I went live on YouTube where it will live forever. Finally, after getting lost in the port strike, the Outsiders Hall & Nash Ultimates Ringside Collectibles exclusive are in stock. And I tell you what, guys, they were worth the wait. Look at the scared hands. Look at this, bro. I nailed it. Ooh.
I know you guys opened it, so I kept mine in box to show the packaging.
Look
Is
at
awesome.
Look at the NWO, like that old logo down
I know.
there.
I forgot that he had, like, I wonder if that was supposed to be the logo and then they just kind of moved on.
I did this for Let 'Em Breathe, so I unboxed them. First of all, I think this could be figure of the year, potentially. I love the just everything about Nash, the tassels, the molded tassels, the vest.
I like the crusty old elbow pad.
See, I didn't love that because it should be more of like a gray, right?
I don't know. I kind of
This is
remember it
supposed
being
to be
like kind
dirty.
of just an ugly color, not like.
What head did you put on your big sexy?
So I went with the kind of mad.
Yeah, me too. That's
That was
that's
my
what
favorite. And then Hall, I don't like with all the Halls we have the Scott Hall walk, right? I mean, how do you not do?
Oh, you gotta
scared
do this
hands?
one.
You have the face and the hands. I mean, I feel like you're not a real fan if you don't go that route. In my opinion.
They nailed this.
Oh, it's so good.
Are you going to display them with the tag titles on?
I've decided I'm not. It's not like important enough for me. Like I don't like. They're like above the titles. You know what I mean?
You know what? I agree. I have them on currently, but to
Yeah,
me,
not
it like
gonna do
blocks
it.
Hall's trunks and it blocks the Outsiders on Nash's chest. So I guess these are kind of a little bit of a mishmash. Like these are not directly like Bash at the Beach like I thought they were. They're not.
No, but and there's a lot of added value right in the box. You know, the double soft goods.
shirts.
But I like that. This is like added value that I think you could use. Like people, I can
Right.
see people putting on the NWO shirts or the Outsiders shirts.
Right, which I feel like they never wore those outsider shirts in gear, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just like the jeans look, but it doesn't matter.
I thought it was a home run set.
It's like if you collect Ultimates, if you collect Legends, it's a must-have.
I mean, dare I say, I've been using this term a lot, but Mattel's been putting out some great stuff. Dare I say fronters?
A trillion%.
Dare you say what?
Fronters.
They're fronters. These
Oh,
are fronters, bro.
God, yeah.
I have to move some stuff around to make sure they're fronters, literally, because they're
Right
so
with
good.
that ultimate Hollywood Hogan. Oh, baby.
Wow, yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
man. I love it. I also got from Ringside Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys, for little research purposes.
Oh yeah, what's your research?
I just want to, because I can't just, I know I don't collect current guys, but I have to open new product, see new product in hand, not just online. And
I like
photos.
it's got the all this time around because the other Jeff is like running Jeff. This is the first ring
Yes.
gear Jeff of AEW.
I'm so glad that we get the Hardys. Not very toyetic at all.
I after the fact, I got them home and unboxed them. I realized that, right? Like, and I looked up what the Amazon one is going to be. Has soft goods and they're a little more toyetic and fun.
But these are
But they
much,
certainly get the job done. And it's
they get
what
the job
wore.
done for sure.
Yeah,
Much
Definitely what
deserved
they wore,
figures.
too.
I mean, Matt did not have a figure since the broken Matt. So this is technically his second
Which is,
AEW figure.
I think it's Series 4, right?
Right.
a
Or it's
long
third
time
if you
ago.
count the chase.
Yeah.
Because the Amazon's not out, right?
Amazon is not out yet. I think it says. Let's see.
I think if you're a Hardy Boy fan, AEW fan, wrestling fan, you need these figures. They're great. My one complaint, it's super nitpicky, is that they use the same pant mold of Jeff for Matt. So Matt has like that studded belt, which I don't think he wears.
Ooh, good spot. Yeah, I think you're right.
And they
on
just
that.
painted it black.
Right.
So it's like
The
it's very
Amazon
subtle.
2-pack is mine says arriving November 13th. By the way,
So I got this whole set since
Yeah.
we're talking about it.
See, I also picked up orange, so I did want to unbox him live here
Okay.
because the backpack was so unique. I was like, I gotta see this.
Let's see it.
So I got the orange opened. Okay. Now I remember we made fun of the big zipper. The zipper
Yeah.
does not exist.
Oh, the zipper's not there?
No. So
Wait, cost cut zipper?
Wait, so
I think
there's
that's
no
great.
zipper?
The big zipper was stupid. So this is just you don't need to see the zipper. It just
So
opens.
wait, is there a zipper at all?
No zipper. It just
Okay.
opens. Sorry, it just opens. It's great. It's awesome. You can put the belt in there. It's a big international title.
That's cool.
He's got the thumbs up. The glasses stay on. I think this is a great Orange Cassidy. So awesome job. And then the chase with the other jean color is great. And then two extremely toyetic Gun Brothers here.
Very toyetic. And I understand why the Hardys are playing with so much color here.
I was gonna say that's probably what happened to the set.
The detail on the pants with this kind of like bandana
'Cause
pattern or whatever.
the one gun brother has a shit ton of tats too, right? Or they both do.
Yeah, they both have a big couple of sleeves. Yeah. Really cool. This one's got like an actual sleeve, and then it's just great. We got with the gun fingers, some glasses, the headbands that they wear, very toyetic. You know, I don't know if you guys see this on TV, but these guys load their bodies up with glitter.
No, I didn't know that.
So maybe that would have been stupid to have on but it would have been really cool if there was like some shiny pieces to it because they literally
glitter?
are full of glitter.
This backpack's funny. Yeah, it just kind of folds over, but it gets the job done.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah.
It'll definitely close.
That's cool. Yeah. You guys want to see it?
That's awesome. Now, was that the first Julia Hart, or she had a figure before?
No, and by the way, I mean I didn't pick it up because like I don't need a Julia Hart. It could be figure of the year.
It's okay.
It's like
there's a
spot
problem.
on the likeness.
There's a problem.
What's your problem?
This is
What
a
is-
great figure. It's unbelievable. The jacket is really cool. The pose is awesome. You can take the glasses off, the hat off. Okay. Now, this figure is got a ton of the plastic all over the body, right?
Oh, in the
Yeah.
box, it's like
Yeah.
she's got like a plastic turtleneck to protect
Okay.
it. Like
Plastic around the neck, plastic around
Yeah.
the arms, plastic around the body, legs. Okay. Now, here's the problem. There's plastic around the neck.
Okay.
Literally, you can't take it off. The plastic's around the neck. No problem, right? Pop
Okay.
the head off,
Sure.
pull the plastic off.
Right.
The head does not come off.
What?
what?
The head is not a pop-off head.
Every AEW figure ever has been.
Look,
What? You broke it?
I broke it.
Are you
No
sure you
way.
didn't break the fucking...
You sure you just didn't have like red eye, tired strength, and you just
Look what I'm
Wait,
looking.
Kyle Peterson wrote, "Oh my God, yes, mine broke."
whoa, that's a big error.
See what I'm saying? This is not the same peg.
Oh wow.
Love that Mark ripped the head off this toy.
I was just like, well, how do you get this plastic thing off? The head comes off, surely. And it just wasn't coming off. And I'm like, I got to be doing something wrong. And I just ripped it.
Well, I would have
It's-
done the same thing because everyone. That's
Wow.
a.
Kyle Peterson says review going up at 2 Eastern.
Oh man, text Jeremy Broski.
He doesn't care about this.
Come on.
Bro, come on.
This is one of those things. Normally, I would not care, but I literally
I think
can't
he'll
even
care
get the
that
head on.
people are ripping the heads off of a toy, assuming that it comes off.
That's the problem. If the plastic wasn't there, like maybe nobody tries to rip the head off, but the plastic is saying, take the head off.
And dude, this is series 16. Every
Yeah.
set ever, the heads have come off of everything with ease.
Wow. Ringside's gonna be getting a lot of emails.
That's where it's really shitty. It's gonna fall back on Ringside, like they make the toys and they don't. You know,
So guys, you easily can cut the plastic. Just
right?
cut it.
That's the
cut it with
solve.
good to know.
Also,
So when you get this, if you get this, do not pull the head off. It's not
which
supposed
is
to come off.
crazy because back to the way we opened this talk, the figure is unreal. The likeness is unreal. Like it stopped me in my tracks at Ringside.
I love it. It's really cool. I will say I will say the size is incorrect. She's taller than Colton or
Oh,
Austin,
really?
which
Is
is
she
not
wearing like
true.
heels or something?
No.
No.
The figure is as tall as Austin Gunn, which is definitely not true.
Right.
Anything else
Real
from
quick,
ringside?
I opened these things. We already talked about them. I got the angle and I got the Farouk.
And
Amazing.
I think I got it in after last week, and I think I'm with Broski. I don't think that angle is needed because the Ultimate kind of represents that era.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Nah, for me, this shirt, this smile, this
What would have made me keep that is if he was in track pants and that shirt.
Yes. Yes.
Then I'm in because then there's also that nostalgia of the KB giveaway and
Yes.
And then I finally
Headbangers
opened
are
the
unbelievable figures.
He's still like, I have a section that's like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, and he's there right now.
I officially am not because it's too close to the time period that the Ultimate is, in
Exactly.
my opinion.
Yes.
Hey, real quick before we move on, this Nash.
Well, I wasn't going to move on, but
This Nash, did it only come with two hands? So it's the C grips and the
Yes.
yes.
All right,
Yes.
I didn't know if I lost them.
I also grabbed from Ringside the exclusive U2's Tony Storm.
Okay.
I was like kind of blown away by the quality of this thing. It's very cool.
Looks good.
It's very nice. Also, they come in a pop style box, but then you also get like the Defender that's part of the packaging.
Oh, wow.
I was very impressed. Yeah, stickered and exclusive to Ringside. This is really Mackenzie's. This isn't mine. I got to give it back to her. And I don't like pops normally, but I was very
I
impressed.
love Pops.
And I'd actually almost like, if it was something I collected, I'd rather be a U2's than a pop because it's a little more exciting to me than a pop,
Okay.
personally.
I want to thank Matthew Kenny. He got me the Kurt Hennig WCW West Texas Rednecks. I believe
think?
this is a 2-in-1. I believe I need to get another one to make NWO Kurt Hennig put the ponytail and the NWO shirt on. That's just my opinion.
He comes with the NWO shirt?
He does.
Oh, so it really is a 2-in-1.
And the ponytail head.
Yeah, you're right. I do need two.
I do. Because look, how do you not display it like this? This is fucking cool, right? It's so
God.
unique, right?
Yeah, this is rough.
But then, like, you also need him in NWO. So,
Right.
in my opinion, it's a 2-in-1. It's added value, I know. But for me personally, I'm going to make it a 2-in-1. I also got the DDP, which I think is incredible. I put the wrist tape on. I don't remember him wearing elbow pads with Brown, but I'm sure it's accurate. And I talked to D Freedom. He says I don't need the chase in the dark blue.
I don't think I need that either. It's cool that you give you the option, but I don't think
Yeah.
it's one in it.
So this is a great set. This is a build to Shawn Michaels. I've
I've been piecing together my Monday Night Wars with the help of a lot of major marks. They're coming in the mail, and I still not sure what I'm missing. It's been a process.
I've also
But thank you to everyone who's been helping out.
Yeah,
I
same
finally
here.
just bought the fake diesel.
Jeez,
you're
Mark,
behind.
You're deep behind. I'm trying to put together the greatest hits and the Vincent set and the Commissioner Michaels set is what I've been trying to finish here.
Bro, the other set with Dusty is out too.
It's out, or I thought
Well, people are, it's like making the rounds.
right. God damn.
I need the greatest hit set. I will say this about the Shawn Michaels. Don't know if I'm going to keep it. He's got a basic torso.
That's weird.
It's like Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering
I
also
wasn't
had a
going to
basic
keep it.
torso.
I like the other one anyway. I think it's more toyetic and
Did the other one have a cowboy hat?
Yeah,
I like this cowboy hat.
Yeah, the other one has it though.
Does it? Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I'm not sure
Yeah,
if it does.
Pretty sure. He's also like a backer in my Attitude Era display. It's not like a big deal.
Got it.
Yeah.
I did want to mention, guys, these count. I got a lot of our own product this week. The Sergeant Slaughter, the New York Comic Con. I absolutely love it. And then
Of course.
I got the Maki Ito, which Brian Beatty,
Maki's like unbelievable
Unreal.
bendy,
the Steve Macklin, the Danhausen, and
which
the
is
Moo Moo.
sick too. The Danhausen's unbelievable.
What a great set! All designed by TTD, Brian Beatty. Of course, D Freedom helps out as well. The Jay and Silent Bob, you're gonna pro wrestling tees, and I got the brand new Steph Delander that's exclusive on her website. So it's crazy that all these bendies came in at once. So pretty damn wild. And then
And Kinnick, I
Last
believe,
but not
has shipped.
least.
Kinnick has shipped everything already, guys.
Yes. Last but not least, Mark, did you get this? Woo! The
Amazing.
Wrestling Collector Shop exclusive Ric Flair. No blood, red trunks, ring gear, Ric Flair. Make sure you pick it up. Wrestling Collector Shop.
Sweet. Is that it?
I have.
I got a lot more.
I got to head to the Coliseum collection, broski.
Sure.
What are your thoughts? Have you not opened them yet?
I've not opened them.
Oh,
I'm not-
I had a little
I'm not
unboxing
quite
to
sure.
myself last night.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Dude, I'm so torn on these Coliseum collections. Because I don't want them to look like the LJNs. I just want them to be the best versions of the guys. You know what I mean?
See, no, I don't, because I'm the opposite. I don't count these with my Mattels. I keep them separately with my LJNs, and I want them to look like the LJNs.
This is like the best Ted DiBiase figure of all time. But I wish it was in like the gold and black suit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need it
Yeah.
to look like this obscure LJN figure. Same with the Steamboat. Like, I was like, man, I almost like cut this last night after I opened it. It's like, it's sick. It's so good. But like, do I need it to look like these black tights that he didn't really wear that much, you know? I'd much rather this be in the white and the red, but they're incredible. DiBiase especially is like a show stealer, I think. I think it's a must-have.
So you're going to keep the DiBiase in your collection?
Some of these alternate heads are like, what the fuck? Like, this is like Ted DiBiase, but you stumped them with a question. And then this one's like Ted DiBiase, and you just walk past him and you farted. Like, I don't know what people would do with some of these other heads.
So you're keeping the DiBiase?
Yeah, no, it's unbelievable. Like,
Wait,
it's
so then
so
are you
good.
going to cut like a Legends in like the gold
I
and black
actually
suit?
am, because underneath he's in tights, so I don't need that like old school Target. I believe it's Hall of Fame. Came with the basketball.
Yeah, but you're not going to take it off, so you do need
Yeah, but I know I have a tights DiBiase under there in the best possible
me and
version.
you have. We should have a whole podcast about cutting rules.
You're too tight with your rules.
We don't do
Fix-ups. No fix-ups.
Yeah.
I am keeping both of those, but they will not be with my Mattels. They will be with
And
my
that's a whole
LJNs.
that's a whole different aspect of collecting these, right?
Yeah, right. So that's
Not
how
even
I'm doing
comparable.
it. But thank you, Mattel, for sending. I also
Yeah.
got I do like
By
how
the way, yeah, the Coliseum collection is on sale Thursday, October 24th, MattelCreations.com.
and I do like that they threw in like the black card variants. It's a little fun thing to keep.
Right.
I do.
As always. I mean, I love collecting these. I do. And I look forward to them. And like I said, they're incredible figures. I just wish it didn't reflect the obscure LJNs. I wish
Right.
it was
Well,
like
that,
the
I'm glad it does actually.
best
So
version of the guy, you know? If this was Steamboat in red tights and DiBiase with the gold and black suit, I'd be like so in love.
Got it. I got, guys, the Ring of Honor PCO figure. I got a big match coming up with PCO.
Whoa, what are you going to do with that thing?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to burn it, shit on it. I'm going to do something with it.
Oh, boy.
So I
Probably
picked
cost you a
this
lot
up.
of money. You went from High Spots?
No, I had to get it on eBay.
I was say High Spots probably had that. You could have
It
asked.
did cost a lot of money.
Could ask our boy.
PCO, super toyetic. But this figure absolutely sucks.
It actually is one of the better FTCs.
Yeah, like these tattoos, even the scars.
Oh, the FTC tattoos, they might as well not even do it.
Yeah.
It's like
So,
huge decals. They're just ridiculous.
I will be, doing something with this. Stay tuned to my social media. I am not quite sure. Also, speaking of Ricky Steamboat, I picked this up on eBay. This is old, guys. The Fan Takeover.
Well,
Ricky the Dragon
that's the one I have
Steamboat.
on display.
Because there's a lot of these like flashbacks and stuff that I'm not getting, but some of them, if I really think it's like an improvement for posing, and this Ricky Steamboat with the open hands, I feel like is
Yeah,
an
that's the
improvement.
difference, right? You need to be able to do that.
Yeah, so I got this
Word.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. This was a hard one to find at the time. This had Adam Cole,
That set
Rollins,
wasn't
Shayna
very
Baszler.
well circulated, no.
It is well circulated?
No, it wasn't well circulated.
No, it wasn't. No.
Yeah.
But I didn't spend much money on it. It was kind of cheap, believe it or not.
There's that, too. It's not really, yeah.
You guys got anything else?
I'm tapped, brother.
That was
And
it.
we talked about it this week. The episode came out, The Batman Forever. I got the figures from McFarlane.
Oh, sweet.
D told me I don't need to keep this Batman, so I'm going to hold on to it until the other one comes out in the other Build-A-Figure. And then, of course, Riddler. I know we discussed the arms were too big. I can't really.
What do you think in person,
really
though?
I do think the likeness is incredible, and of course the Robin. You can tell the colors are a little too light, not quite movie accurate colors, but the sculpts are incredible. The likeness is great. And last but not least, Mr. Tommy Lee Jones. These are fucking awesome movies.
He's the best one, right?
I think so. To build the Nightmare Bat. I just love that Todd McFarlane's like, fuck it. I'm just going to do my own scale so it doesn't fit any of your other toys.
He has that luxury, right?
I love it. He's the fucking man.
Well, guys, I've said this before, but we do these movie reviews. The Major Film Club on MajorMarks.com. And every episode, we don't just review the movie. We talk about the toys associated with said movie, and it becomes basically, in essence, a complete history of that movie. So this recent Batman Forever episode that we did, we talked about our thoughts on the movie. And look, we are not movie experts or professional film critics, but we give you our thoughts. But the coolest part of it, I think, is when Dee does the craziest research ever. We literally talked about every single Batman Forever toy that was ever released by any line, and you see the pictures. So it's something really cool, and we've done many, many movies in the past, Robin Hood, things like
Definitely
that.
worth checking out.
Yeah.
Rob Buck says those are movie accurate. The costume is always in dark lighting. Not sure if that's true.
I could see that, though, because it's a very not well-lit movie.
Right. Well,
as are all Batmans, right? They're always kind of shadowy.
All right, guys, let's go to the Major Mark purchases of the week.
All right, Major Mark purchases of the week. Here we go. We got some fun ones here.
Oh, wow.
Boom, shakalaka. Hold on, where is it? Here we go. Dan Chasen says, toy, hee-hoo, first time going to Toy.io. And was blown away. Also, first time getting to meet some fellow Major Marks and was able to chat with Knick and Brian as well. Not to mention this ridiculous haul I was able to bring home. Special shout out to the road trip Walmarts along the way for providing Monday Night War Fix. Hell of a weekend.
Man, I said Triple H. I need that so bad. Make that Vincent. Is he starting an Austin collection? Got a lot of Austins there.
All right, this is a cool story. Our boy here, Perps, best wishes. Ronnie Bosch says, this is more of a story than a purchase. I went to pick up my tux for my wedding. Congrats, pal. On my birthday last week, I was wearing this custom purple birthday wishes shirt. And one of the employees walks up to me and asks if I'm Purple Best Wishes guy from the Major Pod.
Get the fuck out of here.
Stop.
It took me a moment to process because I was the last it was the last thing I was expected at this upscale suit store in Soho. He mentioned that he's not in the group but is a weekly listener every Friday. So hello, sir. this beautiful Friday. He even explained to the lady that has been working with me for the last month that he knows of me from a podcast about wrestling action figures. And as polite as she was, I could tell she couldn't care less.
Wow.
All right, even the Major Marks are famous now.
They always have been.
Check this out. This is a cool find. Sal Davallo says, while on my way to pick up my kids from school, I drove by a vintage store and saw what I thought was a Hulk Hogan costume. I immediately went back and decided to purchase it, but after doing some research and reaching out to my Hulk Hogan whisperers, Jason Dunsel and Michael Apuma, they told me that it was an actual 1991 merch catalog shirt. I'm not too sure what the baggie of headband and wristbands are from. I'm still doing more research on that, but I did get lucky and buy this for a good
expensive
price.
shirt then, yeah.
Love that shirt.
This is a nice story. So, my buddy who's way more into cards, non-wrestling than I am, invited me to go to a local Indianapolis sports card show and bailed the night before. I decided to go ahead and make the journey solo the next morning. Wrestling was for sure a very small minority. After making a few small random purchases of Star Wars, Bengals football, and a LeBron high school Fleer card, I came across the one and only Smart Mark. Not long, Sterling signed. This is my favorite card, by the way. And it didn't take me long to decide to pull the trigger after negotiating down to $25. What a steal.
That's
no way this card was going
rare,
to be more.
and that's like your first auto. It's kind of hard to come by.
I think I had an auto on the other one, no?
I thought this was your first auto.
I don't know if I had an auto on the long.
No, it's like the next set, and then this is your auto, I think.
Yeah,
I'm losing track.
okay. Anyways,
Mark,
you
why
said
do you have a Z in your signature?
I literally was just staring at that. That's
it's a backwards S, guys.
But
who? Why?
so you're not
why are you
smart?
teaching people about backwards S's.
Because I'm
That's
cool.
not smart.
Dude. I'm cool.
Your name is Smart Mark Sterling. That's not really
I'm
smart.
cool.
Not sure about that.
Yeah.
You guys already talked about this. Lucas Kikuchio already got it. He talks about it, but we don't have to.
I do like that Hall of Fame Raven figure, though.
The boys were talking about this week, Brian. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Pierce says, this was a fun purchase. I'm not super active on here, but please allow me a moment to reflect.
Is that Ringside John in there?
It is.
Yes, he went.
Give me this backstory. Hold on.
The past 6 months have been incredibly difficult for my mental health. Without getting into it, I have never felt more professionally burnt out and made the difficult decision to put my health first and request a leave of absence for my job. I've been working on myself during this time and have been encouraged by friends and family to find things that make me happy and do them as much as possible. So naturally, I got a bunch of tattoos and booked myself a birthday party at CAP months in advance and have been eagerly awaiting it ever since. Holy shit, it was an amazing time. Kip Stevens, who deserves a comped invite into this group, took amazing care of my friends and family, and the CAP team put on a phenomenal show. I'm thrilled to announce that I'm now undefeated as a professional wrestler, thanks for putting me over, Leo Sparrow, and will now retire from the squared circle. I cannot recommend this enough. So, Major Mark had a birthday at CAP.
Awesome on so many levels, right? You know.
I love this. Hold on a second, though. Why is Ringside John there? Was it like presented by Ringside Collectibles?
No, he knows him. That's Tommy
awesome.
Sapienza, too, there in the
I see Tommy.
Yeah.
We got to get John back on here for like a bonus pod.
And
You see in the back there, though, Husvar and Stang?
you got, whoa. And I got to say, shout out to Kip Stevens, who does kind of oversee the birthday party situations at Creative Pro. He does an awesome, awesome job, man. He's the best. He's a real asset to Creative Pro.
He does a great job at those parties, for sure.
I did a couple adult birthday parties at CAP, and they're just as fun as the kid birthday parties
Of
at
course,
CAP.
why not?
And you can do a little bit more real wrestling, and the people are always very excited. It's an unbelievable time. It has to be seen to be believed.
In the 10-year existence of Creative Pro, we've never not had a family leave a birthday party, young or old, just being like, holy shit. Like,
That's
literally.
awesome.
It's really
You think I'm going to a kid's birthday party? We're gonna go to the clay place where they paint the pot. Okay, we're gonna go to the bounce house place or whatever. Okay, it's the same stuff. You become like numb to it. So when you do something like that, it's like, wait, hold on, what?
yeah.
And really,
It's a
stops people
personal
in their tracks.
wrestling show. Not even only for a birthday party, but just an experience in general.
Right.
To go to a wrestling show where the only people in the crowd are you and your friends
right.
and family.
You're talking about like a 25-person crowd. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And it's always like hot as hell too. It's really cool and invaluable for students to get that opportunity to like learn in a situation like that.
Right. And how about Jonathan Mayer's comment? Shout out normalizing mental health care. I agree, man. No,
Hell yeah.
No shame in addressing it for sure. Got to do what you got to do.
All right, so I didn't realize this here. Tiny Implements of Death, that's his Facebook name, bought the supplies and rigged up these barbed wire bats to help Matt's team secure victory at GCW War Games. Also got to
what?
meet
Thank
Matt.
you, pal.
Holy shit.
Also got to meet Matt and get a signed Bendy. What a weekend. So
Wait, so he helped me win. I still charge him $60 for a bendy?
Sure, and I would love to know what. Probably not safe for us to explain how to make this to the general audience, but I would love to know.
yeah. All right,
When
last one.
Allie, I will say this. Allie, she talked about in her promo the next day at GCW that nobody reached out to her. I did. And I didn't get hit with a barbed wire bat. But,
What happened? What reached out to her about what?
when GCW stopped booking her, GCW didn't reach out to her.
They did?
Joey didn't reach out to her.
I didn't know
Effie
they
didn't reach out
stopped
to her.
In my mind, she's on every show.
She hasn't been there since she missed homecoming. She hasn't been there in months.
Why?
Why?
That's not for me to discuss.
Wow. Well, she's on Creative Pro Wrestling this Saturday, October 19th, Melville.
I will say this.
Come
I
give her a
kind
piece
of had
of
an
your mind.
inkling that she might come in. I didn't know for sure. We've been talking business.
Yep.
But I was very nervous about having an exploding barbed wire bat as the finish because what if it doesn't explode? So I was
Also
like,
true.
can't you just give him a low blow? Can't you just use a bundle of light tubes? But I was outvoted, and it worked. But for me, what if it didn't?
I agree. Yeah.
You know?
A little
But it worked.
Scary. That's a
So
risky
thank
take,
you to the
though.
Major Mark for making that bat. And
That's pretty
so
cool.
I-
You're the guy. The Major Mark is the.
Yeah.
He got it.
I kind of feel bad about charging up the $60.
Major Marks can do it all, apparently.
Yeah, love it.
All right, last one. Pretty cool. Nick Bucci said, finally scored my big non-wrestling related grail. I'm a huge fan of Larry David as the creator of Seinfeld, and especially on Curb Your Enthusiasm, which is my favorite comedy for all the cringy and offensive yet hilarious topics. This was signed for me last week by Larry David himself. It's definitely hard to come by his autograph, and this is one of the biggest and boldest signatures I've seen in silver paint pen. I absolutely
Looks
love
great.
I like that.
That's very, very nice. Classy.
Very
it.
cool.
All right.
Up next, the Q&A brought to you by Blue Chew.
This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Guys, if you're feeling your age more than you used to, especially in the bedroom, it's time to snap out of it. Blue Chew is what you need to perform where it's most important and perform in a major way.
Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew's tablets help men achieve harder, stronger erections to combat all forms of ED. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so no visits to the doctor's office, no awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. The process is simple. Sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers, and once you're approved, you'll receive your prescription within days. The best part? It's all done online. Blue Chew's licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. Don't like swallowing pills? No problems here. Blue Chew's sildenafil and tadalafil tablets are chewable. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than the pharmacy.
So if you could benefit from extra confidence when it's time to perform, visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we've got a special deal for our Major Marks. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code MAJOR at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. That's BlueChew.com, promo code MAJOR to receive your first month free. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast. Guys, you know, she's filming some TV show, and then she's going to SmackDown in Germany. I'm not going to see her for almost 2 weeks. It's Blue Chew. I'm going to be saving it up. You know?
Watch out, Chelsea.
Once she gets
She's gonna be in
home.
for it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, the Blue World Order's going to take over. You know? And it ain't going to be spray paint.
You can't Scott Hall walk into the bedroom because they'll be like, you know.
Speaking of Blue Chew, I forgot one Major Mark weekly purchase, and I want to pop it up because I think you guys are going to pop.
Okay.
This came to us via Twitter, and I don't usually accept this, but this
Oh, yeah,
was
we don't do Twitter.
this
what are we
was
doing?
pretty amazing.
Or X.
Zawika at Zawika says, crack and open a major PBR as I appreciate my newly added sexy boy display. Look at that.
So
All-
VSK's burner account is at Zawika. Got it.
I actually thought this was really cool, so whatever. But he says, fun fact, most people, even Google, assume the infamous belt photo is from his October 1996 issue of Playgirl, but it was actually from the February 1998 issue of Raw magazine.
Honestly,
Whoa.
I'm today years old learning
Same,
that.
bro.
Yeah, that's why I picked this.
Wow.
Real?
I thought
Wow.
I thought that was the Playgirl pick.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. I did not know.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Wow. All right. Ask us a question. Use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we choose your question, you will get a prize.
All right. My question. Jeff Parsons. Instead of blank, marry, kill, let's play display, tote, throw away with Hogan, Savage, and Warrior collections.
Oh, God. Those are three
Instead
great
of-
ones for me.
Yeah, let's play this.
Display, tote, throw away.
Ooh.
Hogan, Savage, Warrior.
Pains me to say because these are three of, if not my three favorites.
Yeah.
But I think just because of the color differences and how cool it would look, I think you got to I got to display Savage, tote Hogan, throw away Warrior.
Whoa! Wow!
I mean, Hogan is Hogan. Whether you love him or not, whether you hate him, you love him. Hogan is Hogan. Like he's the reason we're doing this podcast right now. Like he's the reason wrestling is wrestling.
So
I'm gonna go display Warrior because he's my first favorite wrestler. It wasn't Hogan. Like Warrior was the first
Right.
one that like called to me as a child, as a 5-year-old boy. So I'm displaying Warrior. I think I'm gonna tote Savage and throw Hogan away.
Oh my God.
So different. We all got different. I think I display Hogan because of the length of career, the NWO aspect, all the stuff, all the different lines of toys and all that. I think I would tote Macho because I guess I really loved Macho. And then I loved Warrior, but not as much as those guys, so I guess I got to throw away Warrior.
Damn.
Wow. I don't like these kind of questions, by the way.
I don't like it either.
That was tough. Okay.
And I'm wearing a Macho Man shirt right now.
This is like when my kids, they're at this phase, they both ask me, who do you like better, Mackenzie or Madison? I'm like, guys, stop asking me stuff like this.
That's wow.
You know what I mean? I'm like, there's no answer to this.
All right, Matt's question. Tim Latza, Shahankery, says, how can Broski claim to be the MJ if he doesn't collect current guys? Kyle Peterson is the MJ. Matt can be the John Paxson or BJ Armstrong of come on. That's a little stiff.
Well, let me
Good news is Kyle Peterson's here to defend himself, I guess.
Which I totally understand what the person's saying, but like we're wrestlers, so it's different.
No. I believe that Matt is. First of all, I called Matt the Michael Jordan of wrestling collectibles. I was the one, and I say that because he has more, although he has been selling them, more of the unique. Right? It's not about quantity; it's about quality.
Right. It's rarity, uniqueness. Matt has all that for sure. Right?
Yes.
Let me just say this. While I do appreciate the name, it's a gimmick. It's not. I don't really think I have the best wrestling collection. I truly believe, and I'm not trying to be a babyface. I truly believe there are no rules to collecting anybody's collection. If it's important to them, it's as equally as great as the next person's collection. However, it is quality over quantity. I don't have every single figure, but let's say this was a real competition, which it's not. First of all, Kyle Pearson, we're filming his room, his collection. That's how fucking sick it is. Okay, but it's not like I don't have any Mattels. I just don't have current guys. I still have Ultimates. I still have Elites.
He says Michael Jordan is retired from active play, like Matt is retired from active guys.
And I want to put it into this perspective for everybody. Let's just say everyone here has an office job, right? And they made an action figure of every single person in your office. Are you going to buy all those? No way.
Well, I don't think anybody's buying them.
I'm just saying the responsibility of that. Like, you don't want all your colleagues. Like, it's just different when you know the people. It's a weirder situation.
I personally just had to make a list of when I was, or a checklist or cutoff. I'm sorry, of when my collecting rules. 2007 when we debuted. I've said it a million times. If they make an Undertaker today, and it's SummerSlam '93. I don't even know if he's on SummerSlam '93, but you know what I'm saying. Like, yes, I could get him. But if it's like SummerSlam 2023, which he's not on either, another bad example, I don't need him.
Well, you have had or have some of the rarest wrestling action figures on the planet and the most valuable.
Yes.
So, I love, like you said, I love Kyle. I think Kyle Peterson might be the Michael Jordan of classic superstars. Or Ruthless Aggression or whatever
too, though.
I have all that as well.
Yeah, Ruthless has all that.
I don't have every Ruthless Aggression. Kyle has some crazy stuff, and I can't wait to tour his collection.
Right.
I'm not saying my collection is better than Kyle's or anybody's. I don't think you can do it that way.
I am, but that's my opinion because I think that in a world where you have the Greg the Hammer Valentine and the fucking Series 2 Star Toys and
yes,
the Galoob ring or the Bendy ring and this because it's the shit that's what makes you the greatest of all time.
Right.
Maybe Kyle's the LeBron, who also could be the greatest of all time.
Right. I just wanted to address that and make people realize I don't think I have the best wrestling figure collection of all time. But at the same time, I wanted to defend my figures.
We all know Peterson's Larry Bird. That could be possible.
Peterson has some. Listen, Peterson's collection is nuts. It's clean. He's always putting out content.
Right.
But I respect the hell out of what he does.
Yeah, me too. Brian's question. Biggest Joe, the fantasy giant. Fantasy book the Major Pod slow pitch softball team starting lineup. I love this question. Now, I played softball. I was not very good, but I
wouldn't
played
draft
softball.
you at all.
Well, I
the
have
first
to be on the
person
team,
I
pal.
thought of was Anthony Bowens.
Oh, I thought no. What you got to pick people in the? Don't you have to pick like the people in the family?
I mean, then we're doomed.
Well, we're already doomed, pal. You just got to pick the positions.
Oh, there's no point.
What do you get? Pick Bowens? He had a home run derby contest against.
I'm picking Bowens. I'm picking Carl Anderson as a shoot baseball player. I'm trying to get some outs here, bro.
Oh my god.
I would take Swaggle and Kinnick because their strike zone would be so small. It'd be hard to pitch to them. Like, there's no way Shoes is good. There's no way Mark's good. We know Broski's terrible. We're in trouble. We're in deep waters.
First of all, I am 1,000,000% passable for a slow pitch softball team. Passable.
I feel like
Not an MVP.
if I'm only allowed to. Oh man, what do we say? Maven. Maven's an accomplished baseball player. I'll take him.
Is he?
That's a ringer.
Yeah, well, that is allowed.
Yeah.
Wait,
Maven's
Shoes is not
batting
good. I
third,
feel like
brother.
Shoes would be randomly good at slow pitch softball.
You know what? I feel like from this pick, he's probably a top pick. Honestly,
Yeah.
if we're going just tight major pod people.
Yeah, I mean, if we're only going major pod people, like I feel like you've got a bat cleanup.
I'd probably put myself lead off.
Yeah,
The most chances to hit.
Because I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I was like,
Matt would be
Matt,
right
oh my
field.
maybe.
I wouldn't want to play. Can I be the water boy?
Oh, you know
my
what Matt
God.
would have to be? He'd have to be catcher. That's the position you put the guy that
Right,
really
but
doesn't have to
but
do
when
shit.
but I'll
I
be so
can't
mad at
squat
him
down
when
with my
it's important.
knees.
You don't have to squat.
Yeah, he's got bad knees, bro. He can't be doing that.
Slow pitch softball, I used to just lean over with my hand. Throw it right in the bat.
Can I use Papa Bear as a ringer? He was a very accomplished baseball
He's part of the family. He's part of the network.
Papa Bear's 100% in there. Actually, I'd bump Papa Bear to lead off. Me, I'd bat 2. Maven
Shoes
3.
got to be like third. I feel like Shoes is good. CPA probably.
Maybe CPA. I mean,
What about Stang? He's got the bat.
D Freedom. No way is he any good.
No.
TTD probably doesn't even know the rules. He's from
No,
another
he'd be playing
country.
cricket.
Holy shit!
You're gonna have to bat me fucking
deep trouble.
fifth, bro.
Right.
I at least have experience.
Goddamn. Maybe like I don't even know. Maybe Leo Sparrow would not be worthless.
Maven will be third.
Maven's 100% batting third.
Oh, you know who's probably good is Vinny. I bet you Vinny
VSK?
can swing a bat.
VSK hates baseball. I know that
Yeah,
for a
you're
fact.
right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, Tony Nese is really good, but he's not quite in the family.
No. Tony Nese would be great, actually. But all right.
That I was saying. I think I told this story before, but there was a Chicago pay-per-view, and they did this. It was a slow pitch softball AEW versus fans or AEW versus Pro Wrestling Tees. Mm-hmm. And Nese was playing, and I go, bro, you can't suck, dude. You're the premier athlete. If you go to this game and strike out in front of everybody, like that blows everything. But he ended up hitting like hitting every at bat, like 2 home runs. It was great.
Nese really is a premier athlete.
Yeah,
Mike Small's got a good point. Heath is probably good. He's a legit athlete. He's probably good at softball.
If he could just make contact, that thing's going.
He'd be
far,
fine.
probably.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's go to Good Housekeeping. All right, guys, welcome to Good Housekeeping, youtube.com/@MajorWPod. We got a toy vlog coming up. But if you want a little sneak peek of what's going to go on at Bully, Benny's, and Beer, we have the full segment.
I mean,
check that out with Bully.
Guys, edge of your seat type conversation. no, Bully Ray holding nothing back for the Major Marks live at Kowloon. I actually can't wait to relive that.
You want to see me scared to death? Watch it.
Yeah, oh man. Mark was about to crawl under the table.
Check that out. ProWrestlingTees.com/MajorWPod. A lot of cool Major WPod stuff. There's Halloween stuff. There's Christmas stuff. Get all the Major Pod merch over on ProWrestlingTees.com. CollectMajor.com. You want your big rubber guys. You want your Major Bendies. You want your Major merch. Check that out. CollectMajor.com. Whatnot every Monday. Brian and I are on there. This Monday, I will not be on because I'll be coming back from Germany. So I might need to do a Tuesday.
Ooh.
Tuesday or Wednesday, whatnot for me. I'll figure it out.
Tuesday. Taboo Tuesday. That's what you should call it.
Major Rewind every 2 weeks. Jay George takes us on a trip down memory lane. And then every other week we go from the vault. What's going to be in the vault next, Mark?
I don't know. What do you think? You got something off the top of your head? You know what? Maybe how about this? Let's go all the way back. Ruthless Aggression Draft, the thing that started it all.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
The absolute beginning of FWF.
God, we're just children back then.
Let's do it.
All right. And then plugs this weekend, 2 days. I'll be Unlimited Wrestling in Germany.
Das Wonder, broski.
I will be there for 2 days. If you live in Germany and you know of anywhere to get some real fucking food, please let me know.
A schnitzel, pal. A schnitzel.
I don't want pretzels. I don't want fucking bratwurst. I want fucking real food.
Sauerkraut is like a superfood for you.
I love sauerkraut.
Yeah.
I eat it every day.
Okay, great. See, there you go.
You guys working at all?
New York Comic Con. Collect Major is set up. A real booth, our own booth. Product for sale, product on display. Sergeant Slaughter signing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all weekend long. Plus myself, Friday, our exclusive Big Rubber Guy, Sergeant Slaughter's for sale at the booth, limited to 1,000 and stickered, and you could meet the man and get him to sign it right there on the spot. What more could you ask? Maven in the house. The Acclaim's Max Caster in the house one day. And then one of the biggest Creator Pro shows of all time. Mark is really sleeping on the graphics here. Showing off Nick Nemeth, WWE legend. Dolph Ziggler makes his Creator Pro debut Saturday, October 19th, Melville, New York. All sports. Can't wait. Meet and greet opportunities with myself, the Dark Orders, Alex Reynolds, Nick Nemeth, Allie Catch, that heel son of a bitch. Maybe give her a piece of your mind. All going down this Saturday, Creative Pro Wrestling, Melville, New York. Tickets are still on sale.
Is Pat like in and out of retirement? What's he doing?
He's not
I said, Pat, would you like to tag with me on the show? He said yes. That was the extent
Oh,
of
there
the
you go.
conversation.
You have matching gear?
Absolutely not. No.
Check it like Creative Pro gear.
And we could at some point.
You should have Creative Pro gear, to be honest.
Going for the tag titles. What if I'm a double tag champ?
Let's go,
Creative Pro
baby.
and TNA.
Well, if you're listening to this on Friday, I'm in the middle of a horrible trip back home from the West Coast. Collision is being taped in Stockton, California, I believe, on Thursday night. So if you're listening early, Stockton, California. But I'm on my way to San Jose, San Francisco, San Diego. I don't even know. We're going
Traveling
to the Sands.
boy, Mark. Oh, book too good. I just don't even know
I'm
the
sick.
names
I
of
have
the towns he's in.
right now, today, Tuesday, I have to leave tomorrow. I'm so sick.
You're so sick. Poor baby.
Oh, Marky's sick.
Broski, you're like Vince McMahon. Nobody's allowed to be sick around you. I can't have a cough, be a little tired.
I mean, this is going to sound like crazy. Like, if your diet is up to par, you won't get sick.
That's no. I see what you're saying. It will help you,
bro. I don't get sick.
It's not like impossible.
That's bullshit. There's been days of the podcast where
Oh yeah, a little sniffle, but like I won't allow
I have a cough.
No. I'll go to the gym. I'll sweat it out. I'll eat right.
I'm about to go on the bike. It's terrible. I'm about to go on the bike and sweat out some of this.
Sweat out
thing.
that shit, Mark. Eat right.
That being said, I do eat right, motherfuck. And that being said, I
Mark, what do you have for breakfast this morning?
3 eggs, 50 grams of egg white, on a low carb wrap.
Wait, so 3 eggs and then the egg white?
Yep.
Okay.
Mix it up.
Okay.
Yeah, but you don't have to. Don't fuck with me, pal. I'm
just curious.
very fucking clean.
I'm
And
curious.
I just am not looking forward to 7 hours on a plane. Sick.
Are
That's
you
all.
still using Caesar?
No.
No.
It was a 3-month program. Worked very well.
He's looking great.
He's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Thing about that is like you just you just got to be 1,000,000%. You got to be 100% the entire
Right.
time.
It's so hard with our lifestyle. It sucks.
Which I did for 3 months, but it was very hard and stressful.
Yeah, that's why like I always look like okay. Like I could look a lot better, but it's not sustainable, and I don't want to look great for like Bound for Glory in the November show. Like, what happened to him?
Dude, I'm starting to get to know Hammerstone. He just looks like he's in hell at all times.
Right.
Like miserable life. He doesn't look. He never looks happy.
Like
oh
the
my
people
God, he
that
just-
smell the cookie. You look great, pal, but man, what a life. Huh?
Whew, not worth it.
Can I just
He's, like,
smell the cookie?
too
Can I just
dialed
taste it,
in.
spit it out? Can't do it.
Yeah.
Man,
We are
Well-
wrestlers, not bodybuilders. There's a little bit of a difference.
we should do something fitness wise. It's been a while since we've done a little fitness thing.
Sure.
Maybe November we'll do a little bonus fitness thing.
We get Cesar on. I don't even know him.
Oh, he would. Yeah, we could definitely have Cesar on. That would be great. A little bonus.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Cool.
Don't fuck with me, pal. Smart Mark is that's Sterling.
That was unreal. All right.
All right.
We're out of time.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.